And that would be on the way to Cirrus City.
Hey, welcome. This is 6/25/2026. It is 8:37 my time. This is session 38. Pokemon Tabletop United War and Peace. We're back after our loss at High Cloud Gym. Valiant, intensely valiant. Close, intensely close. Alas. We stand now at the precipice. I'll go ahead and fill in the spectators. We have decided off camera, mostly just because it is very nice for the GM to have a strong idea of what the players intend to do before they do it, just so I can plan accordingly and create interesting content. We've decided to vacate the village. There'll still be some roleplay, because I expect some members of the party to protest and voice their concerns and voice any potential ideas of coming back, potentially, that sort of thing. So, we are go. We are back in High Cloud Village, and I know there was some planning happening on the map just now. Feel free to go ahead and do the planning, and then whenever you guys feel like it, we will move on into some role play and get ourselves situated for the road ahead.
And I will be right back.
I think fantastic timing. Though
Yeah.
I think the planning I was doing was routing a means of getting to the next gym that doesn't go through Cirrus, and it's a little circuitous.
Circuitous, what a word.
What a lovely word.
Yeah, look at it.
Why do we not want to go through Cirrus?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're looking at about a 5, 6, 7, almost a 7 times increase in prep time leading up to
Now, should be kept in mind that if you get on a ferry, it is going to be significantly faster than walking.
That's a good point. At least a third of this trip is by ferry, so we'll only be losing
so maybe twice as long.
Half of a month unnecessarily. Yeah.
But you'll be going to several places you've never been before, which is potential for adventure and the like. Not necessarily wasted, just longer.
Going to Timberness Village. Swell town.
It is a pretty swell town. Rune can tell you all about swell town.
Yes, I can.
Go to a farm. That'd be cool.
I thought Rune was from Great Britain.
Yes, but I've lived in the...
He immigrated, Amber.
Yeah, I lived in Canada for a while.
People can move countries, Amber.
Well, that's too big a concept for
8-year-olds. Come on now. Let's not pretend that Amber understands immigration policy. All right, or what citizenship is.
Well, I mean, you were also surprised that they had a child police officer when they have basically child soldiers running around.
That's how you know society is flourishing, when you have child soldiers and children running after them as the police.
Truer words have never been spoken.
Aye.
Okay, so
We're cooked.
discussing routes, and we'll get to that once we get to our crossroads. I get the impression west for now, considering the number of available directions, and then we will figure it out from there. So, did anybody have some compelling roleplay that they still feel in the mood for directly after the battle was adjourned and you guys are outside the gym, either walking down the stairs or chilling outside in the lodging or the sauna later? That's all free real estate right now if you wanna drudge up some stuff there.
Well, I feel less in the mood because it's been 2 weeks since
I
I
know.
soul crushing defeat, but I am still interested. Yes, Austin.
Well, the floor is yours, Amber.
Okay, so I kind of want to go back to when we were running out of the gym and Mako. So this is like fresh off the heels of the defeat.
Excellent.
and like Mako was
Heels of
kind of
defeat.
like following. What, isn't that what they say? Am I tripping?
What was the phrase? Heels of defeat.
Heels of
Fresh
defeat.
off the heels. Like I feel like that's a.
Yeah, I
feel
think
that's
you-
what
I
they-
think you
it's a valid phrase.
I think you could use it that way.
I just enjoy the pun. If you take D as that's all I was getting. Is the heels of defeat. You know what I'm saying? Okay, just go ahead. Just ignore me.
That's really good, Nick.
very
Well done.
good. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, it's like a joke or something.
That's funny.
Which feet?
Anyways.
Duffy.
Yeah,
Which solution?
Dissolution.
Thank you.
No,
Alright.
make it
I'm sorry.
stop.
I'm ruining this. I know. I'm sorry. Go.
Anyways,
You get some
okay,
lo-fi
so
Leah.
I would love to go back to when it was Amber and Mako kind of like at the rails before, or like at the rails on top of the gym, if Isaac's down for that.
Yeah. Mako, the support player, is down to play some support.
Emotional support.
Yes.
So at this point, like Amber is definitely like upset. Like again, she's like trying to cover up the fact that she's crying. Like kind of like sniffling, you know, lots of like, you know, like wiping the snot away with her elbow and shoulder, you know, just kind of like trying to be strong and kind of just failing.
I've never really scrutinized your character art. Is Amber wearing pretty close to what your picture depicts?
Yeah, I mean, I like to picture it that way. So like she's definitely like pulled the hat down, kind of trying to cover her face. So and like the sleeves are wet and stuff, you know, from crying.
So when Mako, being more athletic, would have a little bit of almost prep time, if you will. And so as he sort of catches up to, or was trailing Amber once she stops, he will have taken off his jacket and kind of drape it over her and kind of flip the hood up and say, I always keep the hood up when I don't want people to see I'm crying.
Oh no! That happens a lot.
Kind of like looks embarrassed and kind of looks away. I'm sorry, I really tried.
I know. I said the same thing to Big Sis one time. She said it's less about the winning every time, but just make sure you keep showing up.
No, you don't understand. I have to win.
Oh, that I do understand. Don't worry.
No, I have to prove I belong here. And this just proves that I don't. Just kind of like starts getting caught up again in the emotions.
Mako, as you attempt to comfort Amber, you think back to an anecdote from April, your sister, as you remember late night in the workshop one evening as she works on her latest project, which had recently been rejected by the Nimbus Collegiate Institute. She informs you that first off, she asked you what the most famous professor you could think of was. And you had
definitely Professor Oak.
Yeah. The first name that sprang to mind was Professor Oak. She asks, did you know that Professor Oak, on his graduate thesis, failed to appropriately splay his case and was rejected by the board and failed to achieve his doctorate? After many years of going to,
Brutal.
and he decided to not retake the program. And look how successful he was. You remember this fragment of the conversation. There was more before, more after, but this kind of stuck with you. This idea that someone so massive could fail so spectacularly and still proceed and be successful.
Mako will relay that story and say, yeah, so maybe we do go ahead and take it again, but as Professor Oak demonstrated, maybe it's possible to kind of do things our own way and still come out on top. That's always kind of stuck with me.
Would Amber know who Professor Oak is?
I would say probably so. You could think of Professor Oak as like Bill Nye the Science Guy of the setting, right? He has like children's programs. He is the face of Pokemon professors the world over.
Amber kind of she brightens up a little bit, and then she kind of looks around, and assuming she doesn't see anyone else around aside from Mako in the near vicinity, she'll say, I mean, that's nice and all, but I'm not Professor Oak, and I mean, no offense, but neither are you.
Well, not yet.
Just yeah, but you wouldn't understand.
Soon, whispers Mako. Soon.
If I don't prove myself, then I'm not gonna be able to keep doing this. I'm sure of it. I think the right thing to do is to go back to Precipity.
Well, here's something else that my big sis told me. She said, one of these days, you're gonna have to start believing in yourself, or else you're never gonna get anywhere. But until that time, you have me, and I believe in you.
That definitely cracks her up a little bit. And well, hope that's enough to make us win battles next time.
I bet it will.
Smash
He's gonna
cut.
put his arm around her.
Smash cut to the entire team being dead on the ground.
Amber will just kind of accept it and kind of calm down. All right, that's all I had in mind. I had to.
Yeah, and the rest of the team catches up with you guys pretty soon. You see Mako with his arm around Amber, looking out over the town of High Cloud far below in the waning light of the evening. Yeah. Anybody got anything else? Oh, go ahead.
Elaine runs in for the group hug.
Oh, group hug.
Vigo was previously there was the group of people who ran out immediately, and then Vigo and Elaine were in the gym before.
Yeah.
Or a little bit later. So I imagine they would probably be moving together here. And you see, Vigo's ready. He's got a plan. He's not participating in the group hug because he has not perceived that is necessary at this moment. As he claps his hands together and says, "All right, I got 3 days to train, so that's not a whole lot of time. We did pretty good that time, but I know we can do better. We got to start working together a little bit more, maybe get a little bit more levels on our Pokemon. But we got this, 100%. I'm certain of it."
Is Rune with him as well? Just making sure.
Yeah, you would have reconvened with the rest of the party a bit before Elaine and Vigo got there. So, if you want, if anybody else wants to roleplay before that, that's also if you wanted to do that beforehand, that's fine. Otherwise, yes, Vigo's Vigo's conversation is happening now.
Rue will put his hand on Vigo's shoulder. Hey, buddy. Let's save it for tonight. Over dinner, yeah? We'll all live in the moment for now. And I will push him towards the group hug.
Okay. He says, and you can tell his mind is elsewhere as he commits the group hug.
Commits.
Yes.
It's a crime.
I like to commit to the group hug on my turn.
Yeah. Submit his body to the hug, but not his mind.
Yeah. So in this state of not really paying that much attention to what he's doing, and definitely being the strongest and likely widest armed individual here, he squeezes all of you just a little bit too uncomfortably tight.
Elaine, for the first time, hears her back pop.
Oh, sorry.
Felt kind of good, actually. Some of the tension drained out.
Yeah.
Okay. As a collective, you guys head back down. The steps, easy. Glancing back, the steps back up.
Hey.
Daunting.
Hey.
As you,
Hey.
as you descend, the stairs are cast in greater and greater shadow until by the
Don't
time
do
you
that
reach the
yet,
bottom.
please. No.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Don't do this to me.
What do you want from me? What are you trying to say?
You yelled at me last time I tried to interrupt you. I don't know where I'm supposed to go for this, so I was trying to get your attention before you moved scenes.
What do you want?
I need to shut up, Nick. I need to know where this rare herb, how to discover what it is. I found it in the cave in the Apricot Festival. It smells like smelling salts. What do?
We could resolve that after you get to the bottom of the stairs.
No!
As you once again lost your license to interrupt me, Christine.
No, I told you I don't know where I'm supposed to go for to insert this. I'm gonna have to climb the stairs again.
As by the time you reach the bottom of the stone stairs, the town is silhouetted in beautiful late evening orange sunset light. Tiny pinpricks of lanterns, like hundreds of tiny stars, begin to be lit by the monks carrying torches, slowly making their rounds throughout the town. The sight fills you with, if not determination, a sense of serenity. That everything's going to be okay, and the group hug helped, and the walk down the stairs helped, and all of you collectively looking forward to the hot water. As you make your way back, Elaine has some questions about that special flower she found. What exactly is the entry? What is it called?
You gave me nothing.
Yeah, what is the physical descriptor of the flower?
You gave me no physical descriptor. It's just a rare herb and it smelled funny.
Okay, where was this?
It was found in the cave at the Apricot Festival.
Apricorn. Found in a cave at the Apricorn Festival. Okay, yeah, I know what it is. Sure. Yeah, I mean, you can appraise this with medicine. You can have someone who's skilled in survival tell you whether it's dangerous or not. You could bring it to any number of herbologists and other monks and such in the area to try and figure out what it is.
Okay. I'll probably do that then. I will do that then. You want me to choose?
I want to see you probably rolled a medicine check at one point to try and identify it.
Oh no, not me.
I would assume so when you got it originally, but
don't assume
you can
because I didn't roll anything for this thing. You just said I got it.
Well, it doesn't matter what I assume because I'm letting you roll again.
Okay.
So
Vigo's the one with the medicine.
If you want to roll medicine, you can. If you want to roll survival, you can.
I'm bad at both.
Sure.
It wouldn't have been me.
You can refer it to somebody. You can ask any number of the shopkeepers. This is the grass area, so.
That's why I was saying I will do that. I'm going to go find someone who has better expertise than me.
Okay. Is that going to be Vigo or somebody else?
I'm going to leave Vigo alone since we just got done with defeat and let him hang out with the group. I'll find like a shopkeep or something.
Yeah. Do you want to split from the group in this evening of collective sorrow and try to find a vendor to try and identify this?
Yes, Blaine would split. She'd put her hand up in the air behind her and she'd be like, "I'll be back, guys." And then she'll like trot down a road.
Sure. You are.
No explanation. Okay.
I'll be back, she says as she walks away. Yeah, your search.
How is Elaine taking this as she's leaving? By the way,
how is Elaine taking the defeat?
Yeah, as she's walking away, it occurs to Mako like that more than just Amber might need moral support.
Roll intuition.
10.
Not strong enough.
All right, fair.
Well, actually, no. Let me roll. What am I rolling? Is it Guile? Yeah, she's not very good at lying. Yeah, you would see that she is slightly upset. But you also pick up that she isn't splitting off because of the defeat. It's something else.
Okay. She's still got her trainer hat on. She's not like actively defeated.
Correct.
All right. Mako is reassured. You can go about your business. Move along.
Move along. So,
can I help you, citizen?
Yeah, you're walking about. It's late evening, so as you begun to discover as you stayed here in High Cloud, people in this area keep like old people schedules, so they're up very early and they're in bed very early. So you're having a bit of trouble finding someone who can help you out. As you're walking around, I want you to roll me just a perception check real quick.
Ooh. Or is this just for her?
Just Elaine.
Oh, okay.
Seven? Yeah, good enough. Yeah, you're walking around, and as you are doing so, you note a familiar, if not friendly face, as you see pack in tow, clothing looking much worse for wear, walking towards the southern gate of the town. Ian, the trainer you met towards the beginning of your entry to High Cloud Village, who has some drama seemingly wrapped up. Some of it went over your head, some of it you're aware of. Who, not the friendliest person, but you're able to learn that a few things about him. You know, Rune's talked to him a couple times. Yeah, he appears to be leaving the town. Just as the lights are being lit along the road and people are closing up their stalls, you see him walking that way. You assume, based on everything he's carrying, that he is moving on from High Cloud. Do you do anything, or you just watch him go?
She'd probably call out. Leaving already?
He stops and like with one hand like cleans out one ear and kind of tilts his head a little bit. Like he's not looking towards you either way. He's just like trying to figure out if he heard something.
Elaine begins to clear her voice, rather obnoxiously. Leaving already? She like cups her mouth.
Yeah, like the difference in volume and distance as he jumps very slightly and then slowly, warily turns back towards you. Face looking more haggard, more sleep deprived since last you saw him. As he says, yeah. He just kind of glances left and right, like he's expecting a 1,000 more young individuals to spring out of the woodworks and assault his eardrums.
Well, she sees how haggard he is and decides she's gonna shuffle through her bag and pass him a super soda pop.
I thought you were gonna give him the rare herb. Oh, that's such a wild card thing to do.
Hit him with the smelling salts.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
You hand him a soda pop, and he, you kind of reach out, holding it for him, and he just stares at it, and then stares at you, and then stares at it, like not quite sure what's going on. He's like, and then he realizes, oh, and then he reaches out and grabs it. When he reaches out and grabs it, you see his kind of classic Pokemon trainer black fingerless gloves scraped up, his fingernails kind of red and a little bit bloody. And says, sorry, tired. Thanks. One for the road, I guess. As he's like starting to kind of like remember himself to an extent. He like realizing you just gave him something nice. He tries to think of a way to kind of extend courtesy, and like the one thing he can think of is, did you guys win?
She'll dart her eyes down at the road and then back up at Kim. No. Almost, but no.
Nods slowly to himself. You gonna retry?
That's why her own eyes sort of dart left and right, and she goes, we're debating. I don't know if we're gonna stay or if we're gonna leave and come back. But something tells me that there's a party member that wants to take it again.
Yeah, he nods a little bit. Losing must be rough. He seems to say that like it's like a nice thing some people say, but he also says it like he can't relate.
Whenever he says that, that's kind of whenever like just the ever slightest crack in Elaine's facade begins to show. She just kind of like squeezes her eyes shut and says, yeah.
Which gym was this for you guys?
Number 2.
Okay. He nods for a second slowly, still tired, but trying to make some kind of calculation in his head. What was it before, Low Cloud?
Elaine nods. That one seemed a lot easier than this one, though.
Henry's a pushover.
That's Elaine sort of smirks, and she just kind of like does this tiny little agreeing nod. She goes, yeah, he kind of reminded me of Dad.
When you say dad, his expression darkens a little bit, and he kind of shakes himself out of it as he continues on with whatever thought he was trying to iterate. He says, Quentin, though, if you had trouble with Stacy, well, maybe you'll be okay.
Did he say the name Quinn or Quentin?
Quentin.
Quentin. Elaine sort of tilts her head to the side curiously. Quentin? Who is that? The Precipity Gym leader?
Bug poison.
Have you already fought Quentin?
Yeah, I'm done with amateur.
Oh, wow. And you're by yourself?
He kind of idly fingers a Pokeball at his belt. Anyways, careful around Quentin. He doesn't like re-challengers. He doesn't like gym challenges either. So, go in prepared. And, prepared to lose, I guess. But hopefully, he kind of, as he sees your expression darkened, more prepared to win. He shoulders his bag one more time, glances back at you. Thanks for the soda. You hear he pops it, turns around. You can hear lugging a little bit as he walks off into the sunset, not wanting to stay another day in High Cloud.
Yeah, Elaine would just wave instant, and she'll do the polite thing and watch until his silhouette isn't seen anymore.
About,
and then she'll
about 20 paces off, he lowers the soda, raises one hand, and says, "Don't let me catch you in the free battle zones."
She'll do a little laugh. No promises.
As Ian leaves, mysterious as ever, a story for another time, but he left you with some ominous words surrounding Quentin. He doesn't appear to be a particularly cooperative individual, this future gym leader. In the case, you head back after checking out a vendor that, charmed by your youth and your earnestness and your single-minded determination as you go from vendor to vendor to try and identify this, does tell you what he thinks this is. Yeah, let me find it real quick, and I'll tell you. Un momento. Okay, I just need to double check. This didn't get eroded, and I'll give you the stats for it. This was many sessions ago. Please, I still have this on hand. Okay, that's actually kind of over it. As you leave the social interaction with Ian, feeling a little bit tingly at having made a connection and also still feeling the defeat of the recent battle, you present the herb that you are showing off and trying to identify, and one whiff just kind of removes any hint of, like, that... Not the memory of that encounter, but like any ooey gooey mushiness there. as the individual in front of you informs you that this is a mental herb. This is a item that prevents the user from becoming infatuated. It's a bit like smelling salts. Basically, you take this herb, you crush it up a bit so that it really releases the aromas, and it's a surefire way of preventing that sort of shenaniganry in Pokemon battles, most especially.
Smelling salts for the heart.
It is. Yeah, he tells you what it is, free of charge, and you go on your way, having had that encounter to share or not to share. And we will move on to the rest of the people, unless somebody has something specific they want to say. We're going to say you guys retire that evening in each other's company, recovering your Pokemon, each of them being released, in various states of unconsciousness as the soothing waters slowly bring them back to a state of wake. And yeah, you're here for that night, and from here you know that any future stay will not be a complimentary one. You'll have to pay your way from here if you stay another night in High Cloud Village. Nonetheless, you enjoy the complimentary sauna and wonderful, comfortable pallets and fresh night air coming in through the thin paper walls. So, with that out of the way, we are on to the next day. And here we get to decide on our next tact. I'm assuming a fair bit of roleplay has happened off-screen to discuss what is going to happen next, both that night and the following morning, more likely. So give me some ideas. What are you guys planning to do? Leave today? Head west? Are you heading south, back along Route 3? Are you going to head through Daydreamer's Cave? What is going on?
I'm hoping that was a conversation we would have in character.
Okay, we can have that in character if you'd rather. Yeah, we'll say that happens this morning then, huh?
All right. So, setting this up, Vigo probably has not shut up since the gym battle, essentially, regarding strategy, what we can do better next time, and what we need to be training for in these next 3 days. He was clearly under the assumption that we're doing it again.
It is the right call, after all.
That's correct.
Vigo, I think it might be best if y'all went to a different gym to get another badge, because this is Stacy essentially at his most difficult. If you want to win, I do think you guys have what it takes to win now, but I think with more resources, it wouldn't be a chance to win, it would be a guarantee.
Oh, we can guarantee it now if we do it right. He says, just sort of blowing off the the suggestion. Besides, we don't want to give up after our first loss. What are we going to do when it actually gets hard?
It's not giving up, it is regrouping. It is taking a different approach, so to say.
Vigo, I've been looking up some of the rules, and if we want any chance at being speedy, completing the amateur league as a whole, they do raise a good point. I would love to stay and challenge again, but I would really love to speed run this amateur league, and if we can get at least one of the 2 challenges done at each gym faster than anyone else, that would be a huge help for the next league.
Yeah, I think Vigo would respond to that by it. It sounds like the a shortcut to me. Guys, we already started this, aren't we? Like locked in. He sticks his fingers together, like weaving them into each other, so as to emphasize this point. Yeah, we committed to it.
Elaine's going to interject a little bit and say, last night, I ran into an interesting character. Do you guys remember Ian?
Quite well, actually, yes.
How could you not? He's the most moody person on the continent.
Elaine makes a thoughtful face and goes, okay,
Continent.
the continent.
She doesn't fully know what that means, but she believes it with all of her heart.
So Elaine will say, well, I ran into him last night as he was leaving High Cloud. And he gave me some advice about the gym leader of Precipity. Apparently his name is Quentin. And he's
that's right.
really hard and uncooperative, doesn't like gym challenges. And he said, expect to lose. And then I think he got a little embarrassed and said, but also anticipate winning, or expect to win as well.
It's gonna get harder. Yeah.
What I'm saying is that either we stay and try to figure out a better synergizing team, since we know Stacy, or we could travel to Precipity and deal with something that's another unknown. And also, since that gym leader doesn't seem to care for gym challenges, I don't think we'll be lucky and get the Precipity Gym badge. And then Elaine has said her piece, and she will sit quietly until the next person speaks.
I need to go back to Precipity.
Okay,
For
Amber
what?
says she needs to go back.
You cut out. I'm not sure what you said.
I can't tell you.
I mean, if it makes the decision easier, I actually do have some business in Precipity as well.
I'm gonna just give up on this gym.
You're not giving up. You're coming back for it.
What do you mean? What do you mean coming back for it?
Why would you not come back for it? You already got the first badge. Why would you not get all 6?
Vigo's expression goes blank for a second, then to confusion, and then to thinking. And he goes, wait, so I can come back? I thought it was now or never.
Oh, no. Vigo. We have a 3-day time limit before we can challenge him again, but that doesn't mean we have to stay here for 3 days and then challenge him. We can go off, y'all can go off, do the next gym, get the 2 badges there, come back, and then fight Stacy again for the last badge.
The gears are turning. It's clearly going to take him a second to process this. Oh! So, we can just do it again later. I thought since we challenged him, we were that was just it. That's just it.
It's not a
We just
battle
had
to
3
the death.
days.
Yet.
Yeah, not this one.
Oh, okay, then. Yeah, I'm okay with this.
That happens with Commander Vincent later.
Yeah. Precipity's gym challenge is just you put your hand in the poison box.
Yeah, it's the Dune Are You Worthy challenge. What's in the box? Poison.
Yeah, so after this realization, because I'm pretty sure he was never told this in character, that you are allowed to leave and re-challenge the gym later, he stands up, points in a direction, presumably where he thinks we're going next. Says, "It's just like my grandpa always told me. You're not weak for falling, you're strong for getting back up. He used to tell me that when I would ride my bike down the rocks and fall and scrape my knee."
You ride your bike on the rocks.
Vigo, you briefly flash back, and if I may be so bold, say without thinking, there were a lot of rocks.
Yeah, at least a solid 10% of his childhood memories are riding his Dratini bike at like 6 years old down a bunch of like large stones,
extremely steep rock.
Down the hill.
Yeah.
This might explain a few things if you could see its flashback.
Yeah.
No, like, if I were hearing this, Rude is just like, this explains so much.
I don't think anybody's ever been to Mistral except for Vigo. You briefly wonder what it must be like. We'll probably get there in about 60 sessions or more.
Then Vigo can point at all the rocks he's tumbled down as a child.
All right.
So, if we're all in agreement on going to Persephone, we have the route that we need to choose. We can either go through Route 6, Daydreamer's Cave, or Route 3 and go through Evergreen Labs to try and get through Cirrus City either way.
Wait, we can go back through the caves?
All of you briefly have
I want to do the caves, I want to do the
PTSD.
caves.
Like,
Mako,
you're excited, but also the PTSD shoves its way to the surface as you all think
Mako's-
back to the apparent days you spent in that cave, completing the spiritual journey, air quote.
Mako's hands,
Hate those
Wha-
caves.
his hands wander into his jacket pocket from whence his precious shrooms were robbed of him. And the prospect of getting more and not having to answer to some thieving monks is almost too much to pass up.
Oh, to be specific, we can't go back through the challenge part of the cave. We can only go through the hiking path of the cave that leads to Route 6. Which I didn't see any glowing mushrooms in.
Did you see any Jigglypuffs?
No. I fell down
Did
a
you
hole
see
and
any-
nearly broke my leg.
Did you see any Nuzleafs?
No.
Good enough for
I'm
me.
willing to do it.
Alright, so Route 6 then?
I heard no.
I'm sorry, I said yeah, let's go.
Okay.
It's like, no,
I think
okay.
your mic might be back to cutting out Amber's voice.
That is the most
Alright,
hilarious cut
yeah,
off
but
I'll
anything
switch
we've
back
had.
to the manual. Yes, I had it on automatic input sensitivity, but we all know how that works.
Does anyone else have any input? Anyone really want to go through Route 3 before we head back through the cave?
Extra Pokemon. What do we do with them?
I believe we can send them off to the farm through Cirrus.
Okay, because Elaine's extra Pokemon is River and Holly.
So Evergreen Labs is connected to the larger network, like the distribution network for League Pokemon. So the Pokemon at Evergreen Labs is already probably somewhere else, and then you can get those Pokemon back by spending a day in Cirrus or something like that.
How do we safely travel with the extra Pokemon in tow so that we can get them to the farm?
Are you saying you're overcapped on Pokemon?
Well, there's the proximity bench. And
Right.
that's where Holly and
Yeah,
River are
you-
sitting right now?
That's a great question, Christine. So you either carry them all with you, or you hire a courier to carry the Pokemon for you.
Looks at Rune.
How much y'all paying?
She gives you the eyebrows. She's like, "Aren't you being paid?"
Hey, I have a family to feed, okay?
So
She looks at you again. "Aren't you 15?"
as
Little brothers and sisters, what did you think I meant?
as fun as it would be to have Rune carry all the Pokemon, Pokemon require a certain amount of upkeep, maintenance, let other balls every so often, and when you have a lot of Pokemon, that upkeep gets very, very expensive. Greatly diminishing returns after 6, which is how I'm explaining why you should ideally be carrying 6, even if you're not in the league. So what this means, Rune, is that your Pokemon will be receiving big experience debuffs. All of them.
Mm.
Ugh.
It behooves
Y'all-
you to
y'all will
try
need to
and
pay me a
find an
lot.
inexpensive courier, if you can.
Well, right now you only have 4.
One of mine is on the bench as well.
Oh. Oh yeah.
So
Should we
we
also release the Pokemon? Living free in the
Can-
wild is what I grew up on.
Go free! Amber says.
I have a thought.
And I thought,
So-
Express said thought.
So, Vigo lived on a mountain, right? I imagine he would be fairly familiar with, at least to some degree, any sort of like flight network, right?
yeah,
Just
for
to get up and down. Would he potentially have any connections on that front that he could bring to mind?
you would be aware of the courier network, I would say, considering you lived in Mistral.
Mhm.
You would know some people who work in Mistral in that service. But of course, Animus is a big place, so it's unlikely that. Well, UPS guys get around. It's possible they know somebody you know, but don't count on it. But you
So
know
around
of it.
that area.
And sure, yeah, I'll go ahead and tell you some stuff. So, yeah, there's this fun courier service called Farfetcher, and it's this mobile app that's caught the world by storm. They deliver most things, and recently took up a contract with the league to act as a reliable and trustworthy courier service. Anybody can be a Farfetcher, so reviews may vary, but generally they only hire reputable individuals, and those individuals have scores. So each Farfetcher, pays a certain premium to the company, and then they can choose what price they choose for themselves. So you could potentially hire on a lower rated Farfetcher that costs less, or a higher rated one. And you, of course, just have to see what you have available.
And to be clear, there is no access to the farm from where we're at.
No.
Oh,
only
gotcha.
major cities have access to the Pokemon distribution network and League HQ. So Cirrus has it, Nimbus has it, Zephyr City has it. All the other areas don't have it. They have other services.
Does Vigo
Can
have
I
a
clarify
phone?
one thing?
Do you have a phone? It's a great question. Have you bought a phone?
No.
So, because Mako has a phone, but it's functionally not really a phone. It's basically flavor. It's an out of service
Like an
phone.
iPod.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You have
I
Pokédex.
didn't buy one.
And of course you can just do this in person as well. Of course, having a phone gives you that much more utility. And in this game, that would probably be associated with what's called Pokegear. which is like the all-in-one kind of like utility multi-tool that gives you a lot of those things, like a mobile device.
To that point, I know we're in like kind of a hippy-dippy place.
Yeah.
But like, would there be anywhere that Mako could like attempt to buy even just the parts to make his phone a functional phone?
Buy a SIM card.
Screen? Yeah, exactly. Even if I have to like ask around
if it were any other hippy-dippy town, I would say probably. But this is like
this is the hippy-dippy town.
This is the hippy-dippy town. This is like they eschew technology. You know, it's a miracle that they have a Megatron in the Pokemon gym, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay. I imagine Clash is extremely hard with everything surrounding it.
It does, yeah. it did look out of place.
There is a giant space on the top of Mako's to-do list. When we pass Cirrus City, it's get a phone.
Yeah, for sure, man.
And
you have some money now, so you could probably buy a Pokegear, and that would be an investment for the whole team as well, having a mobile device that everybody can use.
Yeah, give the techie a tech.
Austin, can I clarify one thing?
Yeah, man.
The Farfetcher, they would be traveling to the farm for us, or would they be traveling to?
They go wherever you want them to go. Yeah. If you anticipate needing a proximity bench where you're going, like Precipity, you could have them carry a sideboard to Precipity for you in advance and hold it there. Yeah. So like that's totally an option. Just cool. Payment based on distance to an extent. Like there's a point where it's just flat. So yeah, do you guys want to research Farfetcher in the local area, or do you want to? What's the plan here? What are we doing?
I do think that probably would be for the best, just because we do have a lot on the bench. And we don't have enough spaces between all 5 of us.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Sure. Yeah.
Where did I get this Nidorino from?
From Amber.
You traded it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, it wasn't. Yeah, I just like offered it to anybody if they wanted it, as opposed to me just putting
so
it in
you guys, the following day, you guys do some asking around, and quickly find an individual. So let me paint you guys a mental image of what this guy looks like. We should consider for using. Oh, this is
too exciting.
This is Stacy's theme, but I'll use it anyways. It's fun. Yeah, there we go. You guys find a guy in short capri shorts. He is in a kind of khaki colored button-up shirt with like 2 or 3 buttons undone, gold bling hanging around his neck, a pair of aviator sunglasses, and on his head, which he has a significant afro exploding out the middle of what you realize is a brim cap, a cap that doesn't actually have a top to it, just the front, is a cap that looks very suspiciously like the beak of a Farfetch. As he sits under an umbrella in a lounge chair, near to the kind of like the hot springs area, legs crossed. As you approach, he raises what looks suspiciously like tequila in your general direction. Hey, what up?
Oh dear lord.
Y'all need something delivered?
Elaine doesn't like adults that drink.
Children are fine, though.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah, that's right.
Gonna find a different adult.
Vigo with me. We're gonna have. He's probably. This will be fine.
Okay, so, I want to draw back on my previous experience of whenever Grandpa would order something.
Oh no.
Were they usually like this?
You know, it wasn't always Farfetchers, but yeah, people who travel the world tend to become a little bit eccentric in their apparel and mannerisms. Pokemon trainers very often are some of the most colorful personalities and individuals you'll ever meet by that very virtue alone, and they tend to hang out in one region alone. And this guy, from what you can tell, yeah, nobody from Animus really dresses like this. Yeah, he kind of looks like a washed up UPS driver.
Must be from like Goldenrod or something.
Yeah.
So, do you want to approach him with me, Vigo?
Okay.
All right, let's go.
I rolled intuition. Does Amber trust this guy?
Yeah, roll it. Do you trust?
Yeah,
Oh.
19.
Good vibes, bad vibes. There is, and it, maybe,
Well,
maybe,
do I trust him?
maybe
Is
it's,
he trustworthy?
maybe it's the overwhelming confidence you sense emanating from his direction and general posture. And maybe that's the drinking. But perhaps this man is trustworthy, and perhaps he's good at his job.
Okay. Amber will also walk up with you guys.
Okay.
Mako is intensely curious, so he will walk up, of course.
Excuse me, boss. We do happen to need some goods delivered. Where are you from? You don't seem to be from around here.
Yo, 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 no need to call me boss, man. I'm Jenny the J. He does finger guns in your general direction. One with his hand still on the tequila, and it looks a little bit awkward, and he nearly loses control of the glass.
Elaine gets the shivers.
Is it like 9 a.m.?
I'm from Celadon City, yo. I travel all
That
over the
explains
place.
a little bit. Right. Would you be able to take a package for us to Evergreen Labs? Is in the distribution center, isn't it? He asked towards the party just to make sure, because he has good memory, but not perfect memory.
I wasn't saying. I was trying to find where that city was.
Celadon City
Celadon?
is in
Kanto.
It's Kanto. Okay.
The reason I said it explains a bit is because it's a gambling town. It has the casino.
Okay. Yeah. That makes sense.
That's funny. So, question: out of the places that can that we can pick up Pokemon from,
Yeah.
we know like Evergreen Labs is like a transfer spot. Cirrus City is.
Nimbus.
I don't.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's like these big spots.
The big
It's not
spots,
like
any
the-
place that is intimately associated with the league. So Foen City would probably be an exception. Evergreen Labs is an exception because it's like it's a league lab. There's a few other miscellaneous spots like that that aren't listed on your map. So
We're not
there'll
expecting
be
to
little surprises.
see anything west of Cirrus in between them.
Probably
like,
not.
Persephone.
Yeah, there's no
Okay.
civilization in between Cirrus and Persephone.
And if we get if we have to battle, but we have 7 Pokemon on us, then we lose a star or something.
Instant loss, yes.
Okay. So we have to basically make sure we're at 6 or below.
Jeremiah, don't you have a fossil in Evergreen Labs too that's getting revived?
So it was, but I thought the intention was that it was going to be sent into the egg was going to be effectively put in the box or this equivalent.
Okay.
don't
I
know
was
if
just
that
gonna see
was-
if you wanted to get picked up or something to start training it.
Yeah, that's what I remember it being. I don't know if that's entirely accurate, DM.
Yeah, it's still at Evergreen Labs. What was the question precisely?
Oh, okay. So
Oh, yeah, you go ahead.
Somehow I got in my head that it was going to be like brought to where, like to the farm, basically.
Oh, it can be. Yeah, sure.
Could...
It's wherever you want it to be, man. Yeah, it's a distribution
Okay,
center,
cool.
so it can be at Evergreen, where whatever you want.
If that's the case, I want it to have been sent to Cirrus.
Okay.
Since that's certainly somewhere we would be passing through, so I can pick it up there.
Yeah.
And I believe it does start as an egg. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me get this straight. How much you want delivered, and where do you want it to go to?
So we need 4 Pokemon delivered to Evergreen Labs.
I mean, would we like if it's about the same distance between here and Evergreen? Wouldn't we just want to? Or sorry, here in Evergreen and here in Cirrus, wouldn't we just want to send it to Cirrus? Or if we wanted it as a bench, wouldn't we just want to send it to Precipity? Or are you thinking like send it to Cirrus and then from Cirrus send it to Precipity?
I was thinking send it to Cirrus and then send it to Precipity if we want them on the proxy bench for Precipity.
Okay. Yeah,
I know it's tough. Make up your mind. Get back to me. Takes a swig of his tequila. I'm here all day.
Does that sound good to y'all? Send it to, or so, just send it straight to Cirrus and then Precipity instead of sending it to Evergreen.
I mean, if this is the final resting or like destination of this Pokemon, then it's like only 1 day different to yeah, sorry. It's only like 1 day different. So travel wise, I don't think it'd be much more expensive to send it to Cirrus, and then we'd have the option when we get there to reevaluate and go from there.
Yeah, we could just send it to Cirrus.
That's of course assuming flight. Do you guys think I should go down below 6?
Do you plan? Do you want to train up your current team, or do you think you're going to catch anything else along the way?
I mean, I don't know if I'd catch something else. It just depends on what we find, I guess.
So I can tell you
and
that
I also don't know if they're
there's
mandatory.
a lot of rock types.
Has a lot of what?
A lot of rock types are on Route 6.
Rock types. Okay. Well, I got my rock type unless it's a unless there's like a Cleavor or something, I guess. So I don't know. I'm kind of chilling on that front, I guess. I don't. Do you know if there's any? Do we have any idea whether there's mandatory battle zones? Are those marked on the map at all?
They are not. You know, there's one on Route 3.
Okay.
You don't know about Route 6. As a trend you are developing in your mind, there has been a mandatory battle zone on the way to every amateur league gym from Cirrus. So, because there was one on there was a zone in Route 1, there was a zone on Route 3. So, one would assume that the route that you do not know the name of on the way to Precipity is also mandatory battle zone somewhere along the way.
Okay. I guess, is anybody else planning to go below 6, or are we?
I plan to go down to 3.
Down 3. Okay.
Okay. So here, I think this will make it a little bit easier. I'll just go around the table and I'll ask each of you what Pokemon you want transported and where you want it transported to. So, Christine, what Pokemon are you offloading and where do you want them to go?
So when you say offload, is it the ones in my belt immediately, or are we talking about the proximity bench as well?
Proximity bench and on you. Yeah.
Okay, so the proximity bench, River and Holly.
Okay.
And it's hard for me to part from any Pokemon from my belt because the Magby could be useful against Precipity. I want to have a relationship with the ugly fish.
Feebas? Yeah.
Yeah, Feebas, so it can evolve into a Melodic.
Mhm.
Azeroth was one of my bucket list Pokemon. Dwayne could be useful because it's rock ground when it evolves, I think.
No, it's rock ground now.
Oh, well, I could get possibly other rock ground abilities.
There isn't a single rock type in Gen 1 that isn't also rock ground at every stage of its evolution.
Oh, yeah, you're true.
Yep.
I am true.
Which
That led to a lot of misconceptions in Gen 1, by the way.
Mhm.
So,
And then with Ruby, I mean, I finally get to have my planter and the mushroom harvest ability,
Yeah,
and
dude.
Zoe is my starter.
okay.
So I think I'm gonna keep my whole team.
So just the two off the prox bench. So go and pull up bench in the Discord and type that in. And where are they going to?
I think we're sending them to Cirrus, just to, in case we do change our minds along the way.
Bench. There you are.
Yep. So if you have the idea, Vigo. What are you offloading and where's it going?
Nothing.
Nothing going nowhere. Fantastic. Mako, what are you offloading? Where's it going?
Nettle and Lotad from my active, and Barboach from the prox bench, and just wherever everyone else is sending theirs.
Seriously, with all these Pokemon, we need to like have little jobs so that we can get money.
Yeah.
Like in a
Later, for sure. Mako. So it was the two going in. Is that right? Or more?
3 total,
Three.
because one
Got
was
it.
in the prox bench.
Fantastic. Yep. Awesome. And then David, you're not a league trainer, but would you like to offload anything?
I will go ahead and send Bishop to Cirrus ahead of time.
Okay. So put that in bench if you'd like. And then Caleb,
I'm keeping them
Amber.
all, baby.
keeping everything. All right.
Oh, Caleb,
Yeah.
do you have the low cloud badge in your inventory?
I have it somewhere.
Okay, the reason why I'm asking is because I found it in Zoe's held items, so I want to make sure that you got it back.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
You're vegan.
Okay, so a total of 6 all going to Cirrus. All right, so I got 2 from you, 3 from you, 1 from you. All of them going to Cirrus, to the league center there. Got all that? Capiche?
You got all of it, mate.
Hey, right on. He gets up, wobbles ever so slightly, puts the empty tequila glass on a table next to his lawn chair, stretches a little bit. You hear you hear extreme amounts of popping as he stretches his shoulders and proceeds to do lunges on the ground right in front of you. Right on. Who can I make this out to?
Vigo, do you want to make this out to anyone?
Y'all got
Oh, you're
trainer
not sending
cards?
anything.
Pokedexes?
What are you guys called? Team what?
Wait,
That's the
I
question.
think we had a name at one point, but we never. All right. Team huddle time. Vigo calls everyone over. All right.
Do
So
I
you, like
avoid
put
this
like
one?
so like link arms. You know, like everybody gets down. As you looks to all three of his league members and says, "What's our team name again? I forgot."
I think it was Maeve.
We have Maeve, we have Veem, we have Meva, we have Avum.
Ava.
Okay.
Maeve.
So I think just throwing this out there, I think it might have been Maeve because I think I remember making a joke about Christine being the Maven of Maeve or something like that.
And you can change it, but you want to stop changing it after a certain point because you're gonna stop gathering popularity if you keep changing your name. As Janie the J leans down next to you, Arun, what you think they talking about?
You know, that's a great question. Jay, what?
My name is Janie the J. And don't you go
Janie
on
the
telling me
J.
Janie's a girl's name. It's my grandfather's name.
Why would I feel like that's a very gender neutral name, actually. That could.
I love to hear it, brother. What's your name?
Oh, I'm Rune. Nice to meet you, JD.
Ain't ever heard nobody called Rune, so I'd say very gender neutral as well. He shakes your hand as he leans in, the stench of alcohol on his breath. But he doesn't appear to be sluggish. If anything, he appears to be more wired after his stretching.
All right. Great pleasure, Jamie. What are you drinking? This.
Oh no,
like
not
9
Jamie,
a.m.?
Janie.
Oh,
I get that a
sorry.
lot. Are you reconsidering your comment now?
No, I still think it's rather gender. It's kind of like Charlie, you know.
Oh, that's kind of you to
Charlie
say.
Can be a boy or a girl's name.
As you both look curiously over to the group huddle as group names are still being considered.
All right. It sounds like we're. Yeah, so it sounds like that's kind of the consensus we're going to. And Vigo, having decided himself the team leader, declares to our delivery driver to put it out for Team Beam.
Beam?
Beam? You mean
Yes.
Beam?
That's right. That's Team Veem. Veam.
Oh yeah, Veem.
I was so like Elaine's like bingo.
Hey, how'd y'all come up with that?
It's just the first letters of all of our names.
You can see like visible
not
hurt
sadly.
and disappointment in his eyes when you say it's the first letter of your name.
Huh.
Work in progress. You workshop it. You get back to me. All right.
Okay.
Anyways, I need to make this out to one person. I think, assuming y'all pooling funds on this. So, who's gonna take accountability?
How much
Put
is
it
it?
under Rune.
Okay, Rune, you present your junior detective ID. Junior detective, I knew I liked you. My brother Rune, he flips through his book really quick, and you briefly see it appears to be a listing of routes and rates, written in horrifically sloppy doctor's handwriting. It's impossible to really tell what's what it means, but after a few moments of consideration, he goes, I reckon 6 to Cirrus will run you about 400 polka dollars.
It's a
Doable?
400?
Oh. All right, 400. That's a fair rate. That's a pretty fair rate.
I think if it's 100 per person, it's doable.
Yeah.
So I'll go ahead
Wait.
and reduce 100 from mine.
I'll
Everybody
reduce 100
contribute
from mine as well.
Oh, okay.
It's only 400, so it's
Oh yeah, there's 5 of
80
us.
apiece then, if we did that.
Yeah, but
Do you wanna do 80
there's
apiece
like
or do
a couple that weren't sending anything, so I don't mind sending some of my money since I am sending something.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
so we just need 200 more.
Yeah.
Oh well, I pitched in 100.
So
So
now we need
100.
100.
So now becomes the showdown of the two people who aren't sending anything. Who's going to contribute
I'm
$100? Or we could
probably
both
along the
contribute
way, and I
50.
can just-
We can both contribute 50 and split it even that way.
Yeah.
That works.
Oh, you're almost broke. I will contribute the last 100.
Wait, how much money do you have?
I have, well, Amber's a hoarder. Let's just say that.
Okay, fair enough.
There are 2 hoarders and a couple of penny pinchers.
I've been spending it on various other things, such as night vision goggles.
Well, if I have my way, then I might try and start getting an EV light in the future, which would be $4,000. So I'm like trying to save up because that would be like a huge boost in stats.
Okay.
Gotta get them sponsors.
Money. Who's paying money? 400.
I paid another 100. Yeah.
Okay, as long as we're being accountable. So you all kind of take a little bit out of your pouches, a little pittance here, a little pittance there, until soon Rune is holding all the money and he hands it over to Janie the J. He licks his fingers, counts it up. 1, 2, 3. All right, we're good. He jams it into his belt, like the cash is like kind of sticking out at a weird angle. We're square. Where's the mon?
Oh, some of them are in the sauna right now. I think Mako has some of his on his person, but the 4 of them are in the sauna.
I would like to recover the Everstone off of River.
Sure. Yeah, you do that.
Amber, do you need it?
No, my Pokemon don't evolve just because I tell them not to.
Oh. I was under the impression we had to use an Everstone to keep Pokemon from evolving.
If you have an underdog feat, they're basically not allowed to evolve until you take it away.
Yeah, exactly. So like,
Oh, I need to be
There's
rolling
like
this.
hard stuck now, so I don't have to worry about Everstoning it.
I need to roll some command checks for Wooper, though.
Gotcha. Prevent evolution, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do that right after this.
Alright.
Yeah, so, yeah, Janie counts it up. Says, all right, Sonic, you got it. And the rest of you that actually have the Pokemon on you, he takes those. I'll take real good care of these, He pulls up a pack, which despite his otherwise kind of rugged appearance, appears to actually be rather designed to hold Pokeballs. You can think of it like a compact canvas backpack. And as he unzips it, it stands upright. And along the back side of the pack, you see various styrofoam slots for Pokeballs that he pushes them in. Oh, they gonna ride real comfy. I assure you. So he stands up, straightens his back a little bit. All right, I'll be about my business. Team Veem?
Team Beam.
Oh my. Well, I'll be seeing you. And hey, when you pick up your products, leave me a nice review. I need them.
Yeah.
Janie
Will
the J,
do, Janie.
cheaper and faster than the competition. That's what I always say. Ooh, a little unsteadier too. As he pulls a Pokeball from his belt and chucks it up into the air. Kimosabi, let's get going! As out of the energy flows a very large 3-headed bird creature. Just like this horrible screeching sound as this ugly brown 3-headed bird creature that stands a good 6-7 feet tall looms over you. As he chucks what appears to be a simple kind of black gelatin canvas saddle over the back of the Dodrio. Hops up, a little unsteady again, grabs onto the central neck. Hi-yo! As he blasts off. The Dodrio doesn't immediately run so much as it jumps and like vaults off of the small cliff area that Janie the J was sitting on, down onto the main thoroughway where a cloud of brown dust is just following it into the distance as it reaches the sauna. And then beyond. They move quick, apparently, or at least this guy does.
DM, before he left, I did use my swift action to mark him in my profile.
Yeah, sure, you got Jane the J.
If he steals our Pokemon, we can find him.
Yeah, look him up later. He's with Team Rocket. Yeah.
Oh no, he's absolutely going to be like our go-to source. So I just want to have him in my profile archives because I get the bonus stuff for it.
Hey, maybe we'll get like a loyalty bonus if we keep using.
Yeah. You as you amusedly think about the possibility of him being with Team Rocket, dismissing it. The incursive thought does occur to you that a long time ago, Celadon City was home to a very extensive operation run by Team Rocket that was broken up by a couple legendary trainers that you can't quite remember the names of. So, you move on. Gathering your things, ensuring your Pokemon are off with Kimo, Sabi, and Janie the J as they leave, and you are raring and prepared to head on your way. Is it due west or is it south?
Due west, going through Route 6.
Okay. So, you climb up the stairs, as you often do. Your calves burning, but not so bad as they did on the first day. Reaching the top, informing the monks what your intention is, as they inform you that you'll need to wait just 30 minutes, as one league team is currently still in the entryway to the gym challenge, and then you will be able to go on your way. You wait around a little bit awkwardly, gazing at the entrance and the Sunstone Temple behind you. As in the distance you can hear the sounds of ongoing battles from the top of Sunstone Temple. You see a crackling lightning bolt fly off. As you can only imagine, Stacy is still going at it. As much of a drudge fighting Stacy was, you can only imagine the patience of a man who does this every day to who knows how many league teams. As a few moments later, your pass is given to you, and you are able to pass through the cave. As you're given strict instructions to follow the signage, you are not permitted into the league course. If you venture into the league course, we will know, one of the monks says, tapping his nose, as you venture on. So I'm assuming you don't venture into the league course, though you still have the ability to if you so wish. And venture on into the areas which Rune most recently traversed. While you do so, keeping an eye for any potential cool Pokemon and the like, it's pretty quiet. You definitely get the impression that this route has been very frequently trod in recent days with all the commotion here. Trainers frequently realizing this is a shortcut down to Cirrus and also a potential vector for new Pokemon to be caught. You find shockingly little as you exit the western side of Daydreamer's Cave, perhaps to your gratitude, perhaps disappointedly. I suppose that depends on your character. So let me get some different music. As a day passes, you guys spend the following night just outside of the cave on the western side of Daydreamer's Pass. The waning silhouette of Goldwind Radio Tower in the distance. As I'm going to turn on the different music, and I'm also going to go use the restroom. As you guys can tell me how you wish to be moving forward here, if you want to be spending time in the route, or if you want to be beelining, if you want to visit the radio tower, that sort of thing. You can discuss it amongst yourselves. I'm going to change music, and I'm going to also pause the recording. It could be 10 minutes from me. Yeah. Alright. I'll be back.
I'm gonna take just a second to switch my headphones over, and then I'll be happy to discuss.
And we're back after a bathroom break and some tea that I steeped because I am really tired. So, what is the plan, guys?
Okay. So, I believe that we agreed that we would want to search the cave a little bit.
Okay, you want to search the cave on your way or the day after?
On the way, I think, was the idea.
Okay.
So basically, the idea is that potentially rolling like survival or something to try and see if there's any routes or like nooks and crannies, places we can get into that are less
Sure.
frequented.
Yes. Great application of survival. I will say it will be a high DC, but you're good at it, so it may not matter.
Okay. Wah! You shouldn't have said that.
It's okay. Yeah. So you're exploring, and there's a few times actually, Vigo, where you find several nooks and crannies which initially appear to be untouched. They're definitely less trod than the main hiking path you're on. As you venture off into that portion of the cave, headlamp or night goggles on, you very quickly divine that this area also appears to be picked clean by thorough hands. You begin to wonder if this is what you can come to expect when you're going to Precipity as well. But the immense density and congestion of this cave might have something to do with the fact that it's been so thoroughly cleansed of all life. Or perhaps some people were very vengeful after having gone through the spiritual trials. Nonetheless, I apologize, but you don't find much of anything. A part of the reason for that is you guys mostly exhausted the roll table during the gym challenge. So if you rolled again, you would be getting more of the same kind of stuff you got in the gym challenge, nothing particularly new. But Route 6 is fresh. To everyone but Rune at the very least. And assuming nobody says otherwise, you're going to be hanging out outside the mouth of the cave and then waking up the following day. Wherein a fresh mountain breeze breaks upon your encampment. There is only a few pines. It's mostly bare rock and soil in the area, and that leaves very little to break up the wind as it cuts you. You imagine this must be a fraction of what it must feel like to be up on Silverwind Plateau. These are the same weather systems, just slightly different altitudes. And of course, up there, it's even colder. Mistral has the blessing of being in something of a wind tunnel. Mountains on either side break it apart. Lots and lots of trees, so it gets less of this. Today is just a particularly blustery spring day. You bathe in the sun as much as you can at each warm rock as the sun ventures further and further down as you explore the surrounding area. So I don't actually have a map for Route 6, but this is, hopefully you'll find it adequate enough to have a narrative description of Route 6. Route 6 you can think of as a very vast, very long, circuitous hiking trail, where you can actually, from the top of Route 6, as you advance towards the radio tower, you can actually see what you think to be the bottom of Route 6, as well as Cirrus City, way off in the distance. It's long. Parts of it are steep, parts of it are shallow. Actually, in the distance, you can see, on this relatively clear spring day, wind blustering all about you, various smoke trails, wafting their way upwards, further down along the trail, and you immediately realize that, yeah, of course, there's going to be a lot of Pokemon trainers along this route. And of course, the immediate thought after that is this a mandatory battle zone? And you don't know. Something to keep an eye out for. So you...
We should have checked if there was any signs taken down.
Yeah, that's a good question. So you spend about 2 or 3 hours getting over to the radio tower. Maybe, perhaps, as Rune explains some of what went down. Up to you, Rune, how much confidentiality you keep closer to your chest. I expect you're enough of a conversationalist to at least tell them you were here.
Yes.
And as you approach, you'd actually see red and blue lights, hazard tape stretched across the gate entrance, and several proper Animos police officers standing about. You can see a couple of police vans have been driven all the way up here. Coming out of them is all manner of like electronics and communications equipment. Like you see one trunk packed with supplies, as they're presumably up here to help kind of figure what went wrong and repair. Several men in not hazard suits. What's the hazard yellows? You know, it's the vest, the safety vest. There we go. Walking around in hard hats with notepads, trying to take notes on what's going on. You see one guy dragging along a net full of fainted Voltorb behind him. Voltorb. As he pulls him along, as he mutters something to himself about being so thankful this net is insulated. As he piles them into the back of one of the police trunks. Yeah, it seems like the cavalry has arrived, Rune, and whatever remains of the scene is almost assuredly contaminated by now, or under a higher jurisdiction than your own. You look morosely at the topper. That's a fun word. The topmost levels of the tower, thinking about the Rotom, which may or may not still be in there. Okay, you guys ask questions. Do you want to try and get by the police blockade? Do you want to just head down Route 6?
Man, what happened here?
You should assault those police officers.
Crime.
Yeah, there was a crime here. I was here a few days ago while y'all were doing a challenge.
I like to imagine Vigo sees what's going on and just says, "Yeah, crime." Everyone says, "Yes, Vigo, there was a crime here."
That's really funny. Sure, why not?
Do I recognize any of the officers?
Do you recognize an officer? Great question. Let me think for just a second. Animos National Police Department is primarily out of Nimbus and Foen. Though I'm sure they have a big building in Cirrus, which is where these guys would be from. Yeah, I would say you don't know any of them well enough to, like, be like, "Hey, buddy!" But, like, yeah, you recognize a couple of faces enough to realize, yeah, this is the actual police department. They're here. From Cirrus specifically. If it were Nimbus, like, they would be pulling you over and giving you donuts and noogies. But no, here it's a little more local. Yeah, you get the impression what they're doing right now is cataloging and cleanup, making room for the technicians to actually get anything done. You understand, and Vigo does, and anybody who has a decent general education, that this radio tower is actually pretty important for Animos' general well-being and safety. Not everybody has TV, but almost everybody has some kind of radio, and that's how they get national news. That's how information is disseminated. That's entertainment. That's music. And that way, Animos is a little bit backwards compared to a lot of the world, though it's catching up frighteningly quickly. One might say too quickly. Moving on.
What was the crime? What happened?
Yeah.
Let's not discuss it in front of them, if you don't mind. Unless, LA, do you think you can talk your way in there?
I'm gonna roll intuition to see how severe the situation is, because typically she doesn't try to bother with sticking her nose in professional business.
Yeah. Sure, roll intuition.
Unless it's Ian's business.
9. Yeah, I'd say you're definitely getting the vibes that, like, yeah, I mean, normally a reasonable, no wrongdoing person would try to circumvent this police line. Unless they had a very good reason. You get the impression you could be caught. Your children, it's possible they let you off easy, but it's also possible there could be larger ramifications. Such things might be beyond the scope of an intuition check. but something to think about. In general, you don't get great vibes.
For you?
I didn't understand you. What?
Like Amber is very curious, and does not have the social wherewithal to understand that she ought not be interfering in this adult business. And she'll ask Rune,
Do you want me to scope it out for you? I have a new flying Pokemon.
and she'll get goggles out, which is the Yanma. And she'll kind of like have it
buzzing around.
Sit on her hand.
It flutters to an uneasy stop onto your hand, and the incessant beating of its wings cease for a second.
Amber kind of has a glint in her eye.
What do you think?
Perhaps unrelated,
It's
but
brand
Vigo,
new.
you at some point recall at a military surplus store a drone that is shaped like a Yanma.
Very good, very good. This means that this is a good idea.
Oh goodness. Okay.
Engage in my roleplay, David.
Engage!
Amber.
Warp 10!
Amber.
Yeah, you want me to do it, don't you? You just
How
wanna see it
likely?
fly. It's so
How
cool.
likely are you to get caught?
Me? Get caught? Are you kidding?
Amber, I have
turn
the best
sideways and I
eyes around here.
And so do my Pokemon.
You briefly imagine your mother and the soap she would clean your mouth out with if she heard you utter the words, "How likely are you to get caught?" You stow that thought away.
Well, sure, yeah.
That was for Rue, not Amber.
Okay.
She doesn't have a mother.
I was about to say, yeah, that's when I was like, I don't know that I remember much about my mom.
We'll meet Room's mom later, maybe.
So, to clarify, Yanma, I don't know that, let me check its stealth. I don't know that has anything crazy. Yeah, Yanma just has a stealth of 2. I mean, it's a young boy. Stealth 2, perception 2. Those are probably the relevant ones. Survival 2. But I have the shared senses, so I can look to its eyes.
Sick.
Give it a good command check, you know.
It's like you
tell
need
it
a
to
badge
things
that
out.
like
It's just a
buffs up
Pokemon.
stealth or something, man.
Oh, snap, dog. Foreshadowing.
Yeah, we're shouting like 40 sessions in advance.
Yeah, I don't
Zephyr
know
City,
what
here
to
we
do.
come.
Elaine, Mako, I need you with me. Amber, we might come back to this. Don't do it. I take specifically Elaine and Mako with me, and I'm going to approach the blockade.
Yeah.
Elaine suddenly feels
When
very
can
adult.
I come?
Just stay out of trouble.
Was that stay out of trouble with a wink,
is-
like we're going to distract for you, or is that a please don't do
That's
anything?
I won't add a week because I feel like if I do add a week, Amber's absolutely going to send a Yaba up there, and I'm gonna be like, oh, now we're about to get screwed over. So I will
Alright,
add a week, but I will
did-
let Amber do what she wants.
Intuition, do you want me to do it? Yes or no? I got a 20.
I can't outroll that with Guile. As a player, I want you to. As a character, Rude is very much 50-50 because he knows how much trouble he would get in if you got caught.
What do I need to find?
That's a good question.
Rude, yeah, we need to
You
get
probably confiscate all the
that's
evidence and
problem.
stuff.
Yeah,
Well,
Oh,
not all
okay.
of it.
Are you just...
that's a good point.
Hmm.
Ruin, you would know that given the days they've been here, they have probably extracted a lot of the evidence either out of here entirely or in one of the vans. You actually probably wouldn't need to go that far into the premises to get to the vans and see what's inside.
Actually, with that knowledge, that does change things. Does he? So, how much does Rune know about your ability to see through Pokemon's eyes? Because I don't think he's ever seen it personally.
I think narratively, how we do it is it's less telepathy and more like Amber is really good at picking up on vibes and communicating with her Pokemon after the fact, right? So she gets perfect intelligence.
It's very yeah, I like to think of it's like imaginative, right? Like she likes to think that she could talk to her Pokemon and communicate with them, and so she tries and she gets things back, and she feels like that's the truth, and so far it's been good, and so she continues to build these bonds and like toy with the boundaries of what other people think is possible because she has these special bonds with her Pokemon.
So Rune, to answer your question, you've been in some situations where like a Pokemon has gone on a reconnaissance mission, returned, and then you've seen Amber like relay complex dimensional data based on what the Pokemon says in monosyllabic sounds, which later end up being correct. So like that's the extent of what you know, I would say, probably, if you want something very tangential.
Okay. Knowing that, then, I will link down to the Whisper to Amber. See if you can find a van that might have any specifically server pieces in it. And don't get caught.
Get caught and find
What's
the
a
server
server?
pieces. That's a great question. We bring on Mako with a whiteboard.
Like a waiter?
This is called the internet.
No,
Why would they have a waiter in a van? That seems like kidnapping.
Well, maybe he was
wait,
a criminal.
maybe it's not a kid. Oh, a criminal waiter.
Server
I
napping.
didn't know those existed.
Oh, plenty of them exist. However, not off topic, back to the topic. What you're looking for is... I can't remember the exact description of the servers in the tower. Were they, like, all, like, really dark colored?
Yeah, kind of like, just think of like your mid 90s to early 2000s desktop computer, kind of like that very mild gray color. It all kind of looks like that. And specifically, there was one of the most intriguing bits of evidence you found, Rune, were a floppy disk. It was a Silphco floppy disk that was inserted. It had melted into slag inside of one of the servers. Which I believe you still have that floppy disk.
I do. I have it in my inventory.
Which is interesting. So if you want to look at the servers and see if there's anything weird going on, I suppose that would be a place to start. Like the floppy disk ports. I think of what else.
You could also hand over your stuff to the police to maybe give them a bonus to their investigation and get in good
You
with them.
could do that now. Yes, that's also true.
That was the plan, essentially, to try and get in by, using the evidence I found earlier before they got here.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are just having a look-see. I guess
Yeah.
nothing specific. I don't think you have a specific thing in mind at this point, besides maybe taking an extra look at the servers. Okay. Is that the plan? And what are we doing?
Yeah, so like Amber will have kind of held up the Yanma, kind of like on her finger next to her head while they're like talking to Rune, and then just kind of nod vigorously and kind of like then like point at herself so that the Yanma and her are facing each other, and kind of be like,
All right, you got the plan?
The Yanma stares at you with soulless, unblinking red eyes. You think it got the plan, but you're not 1,000% sure.
right, so here's the plan.
she's gonna give it the meteor badge while she does this.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
And she's gonna say,
Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna do some super sneaky sneaking, okay?
Oh boy.
And basically, you're gonna fly around the vans, those big little car thingy over there, and then you're gonna look inside for some gray boxes that, kind of look all funny and techy and wizardy and stuff like that. The kind of stuff that Mako would like. And we're just gonna fly around together, okay?
and,
Yanma moves one leg slightly. Yeah. Just because you're kind of going a little bit hands off and telling it to do some different things in the area, but still you're trying to be subtle about your own involvement. Let's have it roll. Let's have you roll a command check.
Okay. Wow,
pretty good.
That was with the +1.
You're fine. And then, yes, if the Yanma wants to be unintrusive, it will be rolling your choice of either guile or stealth, depending on whether you guys are trying to just remain under the radar as possible, or are trying to distract. Guile would be like distracting.
Would it be guile from us then, or guile from the Yanma?
It would depend on what you guys do, and you will also be rolling relevant rolls. Like, so if you're trying to distract, roll guile. If you have a lane and a lane doesn't know the plan, then she can roll charm, which I think would be really funny. But otherwise, guile.
I'd actually like to. What Amber was planning on doing is she's channeling the Yanma, and she'll be using shared senses with that. But specifically, what she's going to be doing is, as she's kind of like, picturing herself through the Yanma's eyes, gonna, kind of imagine what that would be like and see what it sees. She's going to put her arms out like an airplane and kind of like, run around and like,
Yeah.
And so that's how she would kind of like to make her guile check, as like, anyone who's like looking for something weird is gonna see this little girl outside of a crime scene pretending to be an airplane, as opposed to probably the little bug that's just flitting around. And
okay. Yeah, I'll let you roll guile for that if you'd like, for sure. Nice.
Right,
yeah.
That's an 11.
11?
Crazy, but
okay.
Good for 36.
Yeah. One of the guards closer to the yellow police tape looks over at Amber, chuckles to himself a little bit, then rubs his temples and bridge of his nose like he has a headache, and shakes his head a little bit, closes his eyes. The rest of you walk up to the other guard, positioned on the opposite side of the tape.
As we walk up, I'm gonna get in close to Rune and be like, Rune, this might be a bad time, but is there gonna be a problem that me and Elaine have tasers on us?
I'm sorry, what?
We learned Rune looks at you, it's like, we learned about this now?
So I had distributed tasers to I believe it was the girls, and then I kept one for myself.
It would be so funny if he. Is it okay that we have handguns on us, Rune?
Yeah.
I don't remember this exchange.
I made some pipe guns earlier, Rune. Is that okay?
Yeah.
By the way, guys, I just have a couple of pipe bombs. It's fine, right?
Yeah,
Just
exactly.
like it's a crime scene.
I just have some war crime chemicals.
Mako breaches this topic with all of the grace of an engineer who has no idea the weapons of mass destruction he will one day wreak upon the world.
Yes. So basically, I can make zappers because I have a Pokemon that has the zapper capability. And I can make X of them, where X is half my Tech Ed. Tech Ed is 6, so I can make 3 of them. So the boys can punch things, but me and the girls cannot punch things. So me and the girls have tasers. And I thought I said this before.
I think-
Oh no, we might have been just discussing this. Me
Okay,
and you.
so strictly
Me and
speaking,
the girls and our tasers.
yeah, it's the band name. Me, the girls, and our tasers.
This is the rom-com that we're starting.
There you go.
So, are tasers
think
legal? Rune opens the police book. Are tasers legal 101? Chapter 1. Yes, but. There is voltage to be considered. When people start utilizing equipment that is comparable to that of a Pokemon, in this case, Zapper, more nominally something like a shotgun that casts, Iron Head or something like that, right? That starts to get into the realm of if you ever get a gun will just use a Pokemon move because I'm not gonna make you. So the lethality of Pokemon is comparable to powerful weapons, which is one of the reasons Pokemon trainers have been super kind of frowned upon and outlawed for a long time here, because demilitarization and control over the region was really important. So long story short, if you present the Zapper, especially in context of this group needing extra defense because they're potentially being targeted by an evil organization, we don't know for sure. We had a run-in with somebody, and that's why I'm here. Rune, that sounds pretty good, and you imagine most police would probably buy that. They probably wouldn't buy handguns. Tasers, maybe. Pepper spray, definitely. Pocket knives, they're kids. Make sense? We all good?
Okay, I think I understand.
All right.
Rune will place his hand on Marco's shoulder. When did you get tasers?
You attempt to hide your mouth a little bit from the guard who is now looking at you, suddenly stopping en route to the police tape to mouth the words, "When did we get tasers?" And of course Mako didn't cover his mouth at all. And so the police look just a little bit alarmed, but these are very young children, and they otherwise look very innocent. Especially Elaine. I mean, she's smiling and strutting, and it's not at all involved in the devious machinations that are currently taking place as the Yanma slowly buzzes overhead based on Amber's instructions, trying not to buzz too loud. As it almost sounds like a helicopter passing overhead, which might be what it is, as long as the police officer doesn't look up, which you're trying your best to stop. As the conversation about tasers takes place, and Elaine walks up and proceeds to make nice with the officer, ask what they're doing here. The officer tells you in very friendly terms, you're one of the nicer trainers they've seen today. Yeah, we're here following up on a crime scene. I'm sorry, but you're not allowed in the radio tower premises, even though it's normally open to trainers. We hope you'll forgive this and spare time later on in the league to come back here. He pulls out at this point a small pamphlet that reads Goldwyn Radio Tower for the League, which appears to be like a travel pamphlet. And he says, "A Goldwyn Radio Tower is a national treasure and is home to many electric-type Pokemon as well as vital logistical infrastructure for the Animos region. While you are here, we hope you check out the wonderful sights of the surrounding valley and tune into the best signal in the land." He lowers the pamphlet, slightly tired, slightly proud of himself that he remembered to even address the pamphlet, and tells that to you as the Yanma is looking around. So at this point, the Yanma is going to roll a perception check.
All right. Let up.
I think the soundtrack must be like the greatest breadwinner of any soundtrack I use in tabletop games.
Yeah.
The number of situations this is perfect for.
Yeah.
Nice.
I feel like a night plot specifically. it's like appropriate for at least 30% of the time in most campaigns.
This track is really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Breezer has some other good stuff.
I don't know if this matters to you at all, but the Yanma does have compound eyes.
Sweet, what does that do?
So it doesn't have anything to do with the perception skill specifically,
no,
but it boosts
no
accuracy
accuracy
by 3.
Improves accuracy. Very sick.
Yeah, but so
that's really
that's
really rad, actually.
Like, particular,
that's really rad. I'm trying to think. Nicholas, you're the closest thing I have to a local entomologist. Do compound eyes have a zoom function, or are they just very well protected and always on, basically?
No zoom function.
Okay.
Just basically awareness rather than zoom.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I have to say.
Enhance.
I would say if your Yanma is in like a sandstorm or like high winds or like crazy stuff happening, then yes, absolutely relevant, because that affects the clarity and the ability to see, right? But in this case, it's like making up minute detail, which I think probably not. Even still, with a 9 in perception, the Yanma buzzes around a little bit. 1 out of 2 police vans. It looks around and roll me a D2, Caleb. See how lucky you are. Get it first time or second time?
Wait, what?
Roll a D2. I can do it if you want. You got it.
Too.
Lovely. You lucked out. The first van, Yanma, does happen to be the van which does appear to have a lot of computer electronics within it. You see what appear to be what Rune and Mako then described as what was it called? Servors. And you see in there and see a lot of keyboards and mice. You know they're called mice because
yes.
Mice are a kind of Pokemon usually. So you know Pokemon. But these aren't Pokemon. These are small devices used to control things on the server. And it was all very complex, but you think you understand the objects. Looking around, things you notice. First off, it does appear to be rather jumbled. There doesn't appear to have been a whole lot of reverence when handling these objects. Why that might be is left up to viewer discretion. And as you're looking around, you barely beat the DC to see that some of the parts do look really weirdly warped. This was something Rune said could happen when you're looking. Like, it looks like the one time you've experienced this is when you stuck a plastic plate in the microwave, and nobody told you shouldn't do that, so of course you did it. And you wanted to eat the cheese, and only the cheese that you put on the plastic plate to microwave. And when it came out, it looked a little something like this. So there are other melted plastic components in there that, with your untrained eye, you don't instantly distinguish. But this wasn't something that Rune saw on his initial pass-through. Which is uncharacteristic of Rune, considering the perception skill. With that, I would say, if you feel content with that, you can stop there, or we can repeat the process and you go to the second van.
I like, Amber feels like mission accomplished. Like, she found the servors and did the thing. And so she'll be kind of a little excited, and she'll kind of get the Yanma back and kind of play with it, as she's kind of like being like, "Great job, buddy," and just like kind of like yeah, just having fun with her new Pokemon because she hasn't really gotten the chance to just hang out with it since she caught it. So she'll just be content with that until the party gets back.
Yeah, you kind of pet the Yanma as it flies directly in front of you, waiting for further instructions. It bobs like it's neutrally buoyant in the air, and you find this kind of fun. And so you kind of depress the Yanma a little bit more, and then it comes back up again. And you put it down a little more, and like this is after like a little bit, you're almost like dribbling the Yanma on the ground as everybody else comes back. And you think the Yanma might be enjoying this. You're not sure, but yes, everybody comes back, and you know, pleasantries aside, nothing much more is gained from the police officer encounter unless you want to ask some leading questions, which might make you suspicious. Assuming you don't do that, we reconvene, and Ruin learns what Amber found.
Yeah, for the record, the Yama can communicate its emotions to me while we're channeled. So if it doesn't like it, tell me.
It's stimulated. The mind of a bug Pokemon, especially a Dragonfly, is very interesting. It doesn't perceive a lot of the same mammalian instincts that a lot of other Pokemon do. But you get the fulfilled sensation of stimulation when you're doing this. Like almost like it's playing in order to learn how to hunt better, if that makes sense. Like you're training it. And that's stimulating for all Pokemon. Yeah.
Cool. Well,
Elaine would like to roleplay with the guard a little bit. When he gives her the pamphlet, of course she like lights up with all that information.
Yeah.
And then she'll ask him, saying something like, did you tour here with your family? Also, you look kind of tired. And then she opens up her bag, passes him an enriched water. She's like, this should freshen you up a little bit.
-1 ration. as Elaine just giving out food left and right.
She picked up a trick from Amber, I guess.
He gratefully accepts the water. He says, "Thank you. That's really kind of you. I was going to have some water after my shift ends in a few minutes, but this is lovely." Yeah, he opens up a little more. He says, I didn't actually come here before this. Everybody who lives in Cirrus can see it every day. So it's kind of like if you live there, it's less appealing to tour, I guess. He swigs some more water and looks over the rest of the children and looks back at you. More conversation is made, small talk. He asks if you're trainers, you know, how many badges you have so far. Up to you whether you tell him or not.
Oh yeah, she's friendly back.
Okay.
She talks about how they almost won at High Cloud. Tells him the suspenseful story.
Yeah, he hangs on to it, and he has a very familiar look on his face. He's like, "Oh yeah, I've heard this story a few times now. A lot of people are having trouble with Stacy." He does say, though, I've heard bad things about Quentin. I hope you guys fare better with him.
She's kind of curious. She's like, "Yeah, you're not the only one who said something about Quentin. Can you give us some more information about what's going on with him? Like, what makes him hard to deal with?"
He says, "Me and my family never left. Well, we originally came from Nimbus, moved to Cirrus, but we never gone to Precipity. It's not a really hospitable area, but I have been caching the broadcasts as much as I can, and Quentin isn't a particularly photogenic person. He doesn't really like interviews. He doesn't really appear to like people," is what the police officer said. I don't mean to judge, and he may be totally different around children. But let's just say I would never want to be on guard duty for that guy at an event.
She seems both intrigued and disturbed by that thought.
Though, I mean, he's still a gym leader, and I've heard he's done a lot of good in his academic career, so I'm sure he's not a bad guy. He's just a character, like a lot of the gym leaders. He says this with a smile, trying to assuage you, as he actually totally finishes off the water. You want the bottle back?
Oh, sure.
He hands it to you. Don't litter. And as another group of trainers is starting to make their way down the trail, He tells you guys, hey, just friendly advice. There is a mandatory battle zone up ahead. You want to try and stay clear of other trainer groups if you want to avoid that.
Oh. Yeah, how far up ahead? Is there a sign that's posted?
It's closer to Cirrus.
Oh, gotcha. Well, thanks again. Thanks for all the information. And good luck with your investigation. She, gives a pretend salute.
Yep. Yeah, he salutes back. I imagine Vigo salutes in an extremely serious fashion. Rune salutes, probably almost instinctively, as everybody goes their separate ways, I'm assuming. So, moving on, you guys pass by the radio tower, having now communicated what you saw to Rune. What you do with that information is up to you. We are currently at 11 o'clock, my time, 12 o'clock EST. How are we doing on time? We want to keep going for a while? What are we up to?
I mean, I'm
good
going
to keep going. I'm just kidding.
Nick's good to keep going. That's really important.
I'm loving it.
We
This is great.
wouldn't be able to do
I was gonna
anything
be there.
without Nick's entomologist facts.
Yeah. We'd be able to zoom in with our Pokemon's eyes. That'd be awful.
So by the way, guys, Nicholas will be hosting next session, and if he feels like it, he will be hosting into Precipity, which will be fun. I hope he's looking forward to it. I hope you guys are looking forward to it. He's a good DM. He tends to be very detail oriented. He thinks of a lot of things that a lot of people don't think of. And I'll be feeding him material, so you're gonna have some consistency and some through lines, and I'll still be around. I'm not taking a night off or anything. I'm gonna be here still, but
You say this as if I have them.
yeah, I mean you've jammed for me before. Okay. So you can roleplay it or not. Amber and Rune, there's some stuff there.
Yeah, I want to RP it.
Okay, I'm down.
Run. Come here.
What'd you see? What'd you find out?
Got the secret information.
Did any of that come through?
Yes, we got all
Yeah.
of it.
Okay,
What-
good.
What'd you learn?
Okay, so basically, there's some servors in the vans. I found the ones with the keyboards and the mice. Sorry, I don't know why I said that. It's all in the vans, and there's also some microwaved cheese.
Thank you for pulling it together.
Sorry, no, it's not the cheese. It's plastic that they put in the microwave and they put it in the vans, and it's all in this big heap in there. Like they were just throwing it in the garbage.
Wait, there was melted plastic in the van with the servers and the mice and the keyboards.
Yes.
Okay.
You know when you put the cheese.
I'm sorry, I really can't keep it together.
You got this, man. Keep going.
You know when you put the cheese on the plate and you put it in the microwave and then it gets all crinkly and really hot and you can't touch it for a little bit and then it comes out all looking weird? It's like that inside the vans.
She's very serious.
Okay. I'll have questions for you later about that. Which van was it exactly?
She just kind of she doesn't want to point very obviously in front of the police. So she just kind of does a little half nod in a particular direction towards the van.
Yeah. You do a little half nod in the direction of the van, and then you see her eyes widen, and then she does a more vigorous nod as you all look over for a second to see a couple of police officers getting in the van, and you hear the choke and start of the engine as they appear to be about to drive off.
Oh, crap baskets. Can I run back up to the guard?
Yeah, you run back to the police line. As
excuse me, sir.
the previous trainer group is now getting pretty close, maybe 300, 200 feet.
excuse me, sir. Where are you taking the? Oh, I never properly introduced myself. Lynn Sylvan, Animals PD, also.
Really?
Yes.
Who's that?
Huh? I don't know who that is.
Oh, it's Caleb with his snacks.
Sorry, I tried to
You're
mute
good.
it, but I forgot the first
It's
part.
Amber aggressively eating after the exertion. She's experienced.
Getting your snacks
like
in.
you were doing it for comedic
This is
effect.
both-
I was trying to.
Both the
figure
police
it out.
officer and Rune look back
Yeah,
towards
she's
Amber
like-
as she has a candy bar
she's
stuffed
like-
halfway in her mouth.
Yeah, this is very dramatic for her. You know,
Loud
this is like
crunching.
watching a drama now.
As you both turn back towards each other.
Okay. Ignore that.
Junior police officer. Yeah, how can I help?
I was actually here a few days ago, also investigating the area. I was wondering, were there any damaged servers?
I'm sorry, man. I didn't actually go in the building. I've been on perimeter this entire time. I just got here yesterday.
Okay. Do you know where they might be taking any of the evidence? Because I was hoping to get
Yeah.
another look at it.
Yeah, of course. I expect all this is going to CCPD lockup.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind. Thank you, boss.
Yeah, my pleasure. He kind of
I'll give it a more casual half salute before running back to the room.
he kind of mutters to himself and kind of in a half laugh, junior detective. Like he wasn't aware that was even a thing. As you run back to the rest of your friends. And you are you now know, or at least are informed that this is going to CCPD lockup, which is of course Cirrus City Police Department, where they would keep all the evidence from criminal cases and the like. Hopefully accessible later. We'll see. But you are
Do you
going
want
that.
Yanma to attack the van and stop it?
Yes.
We can do it.
Pop
Just say
those
the
tires.
word.
We're not. Amber.
I'm
That is
ready.
illegal. That is illegal.
What?
We're not doing that.
Why? Why is it illegal?
You are attacking a police van.
It's just a van.
With-
It's not a person.
There are people in the van, Amber.
I wasn't gonna hurt the people.
It's
But
just
the van
it's
suddenly stopped because it gets attacked. The
It's
people
just
could
a
get
van.
hurt.
It's not a person. As Amber casually breaks Mako's headphones in her other hand, and throws them on the ground. Mako sobbing,
Fine.
reaches to pick up the pieces.
I was just trying to help.
I greatly appreciate your help, Amber, but I might be able to get what I need later in Cirrus City.
Are you gonna break into the police station? You are a very bad junior police detective.
By bad, she means good.
No, she
Thank
means
you.
naughty.
Exactly.
Rune puts on his
Ah.
aviators. Amber puts on her aviators. Bad to the Bone starts playing as you guys make your way down Route 6.
I could picture this being like a terrible team up, but also absolutely hilarious.
Yeah, this is definitely good cop, bad cop.
All right.
Okay.
Well, no tower today, everyone. But let's continue on the road. Actually, do I see the pack of lichen rock that I found earlier?
A good question. No. When you came through earlier, there was a lot less smoke trails and trainers around, and a lot more wildlife. You're experiencing some of the same things you experienced in the cave system, but dispersed over a much, much larger area. It's still pretty likely there's going to be Pokemon in the area, but it appears this is going to be more trainer-heavy than Pokemon-heavy.
Darn, I was hoping to run into them again.
Alas. You might
All right,
still be
so
able to.
Question to the group: are we trying to avoid combat, or are we trying to take on somebody and potentially win back our star?
I mean, we gotta get the star back, I feel like.
I mean, would I also be compelled to battle in a mandatory battle zone? Out of curiosity.
You're not in the league, so I wouldn't think so.
Okay.
It turns out that you are, so we just immediately have to fight the second we step into the area.
Oh my word. His ruse has
You're
been
not
covered.
technically part of the team.
The only ones I feel like I might be able to take on Mako. Well, that's a maybe for Mako. I'd be worried most about Vigo.
Coming
I have
in
a fair
from
amount of
behind you,
boss
you
match.
see a team of very not fresh-faced, a group of 3 people. It's 1 boy, 2 girls. The boy definitely has like the protagonist kind of Ash Ketchum vibe to him, but like it's like he's like emaciated. He's obviously been through some stuff. Like it's like Stacy was not kind to these people, as all of them are kind of dragging their heels, coming up behind you. They glance in the direction of the police blockade, but they're moving slower than you. You get the impression these guys are not in the best shape. As you move forward,
We can compel them to battle and knock them out of the league. We can make their bad day even worse.
Amber's got blood in her.
man, that would be so mean.
Amber smells the scent of blood.
Yeah.
Weakness.
Amber, I
Hearing
don't-
that, you just made Elaine's stomach churn, and she just
No,
looks
no,
at
no.
you with
She
slightly
didn't say it
less
out
respect.
loud. This was meta. I didn't say it in my voice. That's the whole shit. That's why I have the
That's
voice.
fair.
so that
I
guys
think
can
you should
tell.
say it out loud.
This sounds like an Amber thing to
we
say.
all heard it
Guys,
inside her head.
guys. Look, that guy is even scrawnier than me. And we're down a star right now. I bet I could take him.
Amber's eyes
Okay.
narrow to like serpentine slits as she spies prey on the horizon.
I fought tougher girls than him before.
Emma, I
What work?
100% believe you. However, this isn't the compelled battle zone, so they are not compelled to battle us for a star yet. That would be down the road closer to Cirrus City.
So we just have to stalk him for a little while.
Yeah.
Ember, that is illegal.
I'm pretty good at this whole sleuthing thing. What? Well, no, it's not. I'm just gonna walk down the route behind them. That is not illegal. Stop telling me things are illegal. Just because I don't know the law doesn't mean I'm stupid.
Emma, what you are describing is following someone with essentially criminal intent. You're planning to mug these people.
No,
That's what it
it's
sounds
not-
like when you
not-
say it like that.
no. I would never take someone's candy bar from them.
What's the equivalent of insight?
All right. So the question is, do you let them pass you?
She's
Do
telling
you,
the
do you
truth.
carry on at your normal pace? And what are you looking for as you're proceeding through Route 6?
Do we want to try and fight anybody? Because I would be down to.
If this is a rocky area, Elaine is interested in shards, but she knows that she needs Vigo's help to look for shards.
Oh, good idea.
Yeah, Vigo's down to look for cool rocks.
Amber's down to
I-
look for fights.
I imagine, like, up to this point with the entire thing with the tower, he's just been, like, he found a cool stick and he's been dueling his Cubone this whole time. So, like, at the prospect of climbing around the rocks, he's jumping into that and tossing the Cubone into his backpack, just on instinct.
Cubone raises the bone and pushes it forward, like, bring me closer, I wish to hit it with my bone. As you lunge forward up onto the rock faces. Scouting out the nearby area, yeah. Totally. So what are you looking for? Are you looking for hiding places to try and give these guys the slip? Are you looking for other Pokemon?
We're looking for cool rocks, shards.
Cool rock shop. Okay.
I mean, like, potentially, if this is highly unlikely, but, you know, always on the lookout for fossils. You never know.
Definitely. Okay. Survival for cool rocks, I think.
Can I jump up there and just roll perception to see anything cool?
Yeah, get up there and roll perception, Mako.
I think I'll never go to bed. We're still going right now.
I'm gonna
and can't end whenever, Katie. We're just going because people said they wanted to.
But you could hear that whole conversation?
No.
I heard a little
No,
bit, Katie.
not whole.
I knew it was something
I heard
about
I'm
bedtime.
gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's just headed to bed, but I'm chilling.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Don't worry, I'm the head of my household.
I stay up exactly 45 minutes later than my woman. So 15 survival. You know some interesting things. First thing you know, Vigo, is further up you go. You from here you actually have an interesting little view of. You could think of Goldwyn Radio Tower sitting on something of a plateau or shelf, slightly removed from the main trail of Route 6. From here, you're able to get on top of a rock and look back over, and you see on either side of the cave entrance, there's actually very complex, very rocky, steep, and jagged-looking slopes. These slopes look like it would be nightmarish to climb, but it is possible, as the music, which now alludes to precipitous heights, escalates as you take a step back and another step back as you look up and look up and look up and realize this jagged, evil-looking rock formation carries itself all the way up to what you can only assume to be the summit of the plateau itself from here. If you, one day in the future, have a team of Olympian-level athletes and Pokemon to match, this might be the way. This is a substitute for Victory Road.
Oh dear.
This would go all the way up past High Cloud. So that's another thing. If you ever needed to circumvent Daydreamer's Cave and go straight to High Cloud, this would be another way to do it. But you can't imagine anybody but you would be able to accomplish such a feat. As the Cubone points ahead with the bone, as though urging you onward. As you sort of have to modulate. Like, the Cubone hasn't stopped pointing forward this entire time. You're like, no, stop. We can't go there yet. One day.
Not yet, buddy. On the head.
Oh, Cubone. Points in the opposite direction down the trail. So you're looking around for other cool things. You find some other neat rock formations. You definitely note that this is an area well traversed. You know, curious trainers have obviously come this way here and there. You see some minerals that appear to have been shipped as if by rocks, as if by picks, like somebody's extracting some valuable minerals. You see remnants of campsites in the surrounding area. You know, bits of timber and wood left over. Most of them responsibly demolished, but a few of them still smoking, and maybe a few embers here and there. Pokemon Rangers will definitely get on to whoever set these fires and demolish them properly.
At least it's rocky, so it's unlikely to start anything big.
Definitely. You do note that there is, while the trail itself, which is what we call Route 6, appears to be the primary walking path, much like the shelf behind you back up the mountain's surface, as you look down, there are definitely alternate paths down through Route 6 that you can actually see far less habitation and smoke fires on. These would be the paths less trod and more difficult to do so. Useful if you intend to avoid or perhaps find Pokemon or areas that aren't so picked clean. That is, if the rest of your team is ready for it.
That would definitely be something Vigo would point out to the rest of the team.
Yeah.
If we want to find more Pokemon or more stuff, we can probably go this way. Looks rough though.
And actually, this is chapter 9 music. Let me actually bet you this is very appropriate. See this music. As the rolling expanse. Yeah, venture is before you. You have quite a hike. Time to get started. Mako, with a 20 in perception, you look down, eagle vision. The only thing of real note that you see is way down there, miles. you see flashes of light that could be fire or electricity. You see a nearby, one of the spare pine trees in the area shudder and fall down. As towards the bottom of the trail, there appears to be a blazing Pokemon battle happening. You now have a good idea of at least the minimal area as to where the compelled battle zone is taking place.
Oh, okay, I will point that out to everyone.
Alright, so then, do you guys want to avoid the battle zone and take the rough path, or go through the battle zone and possibly fight some trainers? Pros, cons, anyone?
I like battles.
I like battles. I want to fight.
Are we thinking of trying to
nice
get into
day.
a battle tonight? Because I am.
No.
We would at most be initiating a battle tonight, but we definitely wouldn't be finishing it.
Okay.
At best, we'd be like, I want to fight these guys. I'm like, great. We'll get to that next
We'll
session.
see you in 2 weeks.
Yeah, exactly.
Low key, I'm down for both. Like, I'm down to do a little exploring, but then like come back up to the battle zone.
Yeah,
before we,
sharp
like,
turn into the
head
battle
Cirrus.
zone. Right outside of Cirrus, yeah. I kind of want to see what kind of Pokemon are on Route 6 in the rougher areas.
Ooh, yeah, true.
Although to be fair, like I don't want to like deplete our resources before we've done the battle, if that makes sense. So you know, maybe that's a consideration.
That's also, other trainer teams are going to be experiencing some attrition as well, right? It's not like everybody is fresh like in the Pokemon games. They're on their own adventure. They're going to be down a Pokemon here or there.
I also don't know what the format is for these compelled battles. Do we just pick, or is it like
it
always,
depends on
like,
minimal
4-4?
badge count. So if you fight people who have 0 badges, then it's a 2v2, and that's it. But if both of you are on 3 badges, then it's 3v3 plus 2 in reserve.
Oh wow! So this could be an extremely extended combat.
It could be, yeah. I mean, no objectives. It's just fainting. And also concession is an option. And concession is a very, very valuable option because after you fight people, you have to then go home, which is also dangerous. So preserving your Pokemon for later is a really very real consideration, right?
Fair point.
Would I be allowed to battle anyway, even if I'm not a league trader? Because I really do want to battle too.
Rune can battle. In the team-oriented battles, Rune will be excluded, but you can still battle Pokemon trainers. That's perfectly fine. And in fact, I have developments down the line that will affect Rune specifically in orientation to the league that I won't spoil yet. But you are going to get more involved as time goes on. But right now, police stuff front and center for you.
I'm fine with that.
Okay. And by the way, thanks so much for your wonderful patience, enjoying what there is, and helping everybody out. You're a great David. You're great, David. You're a great player, David. I appreciate it.
Yeah, you're great, David.
I do try to be the best David I
One
can
of
be.
one of the best Davids I know.
Honestly, in my opinion, he is the best David I know.
Please,
I know a lot of Davids.
Please don't send someone to the front lines and then steal their wife after they die. That would bring you down a bit, in my estimation.
I agree. Yeah.
Oh wait, that took me a minute.
I'd be kind of impressed if you had the authority to do so, but it might be a bit of an abuse of that power.
Junior detectives, man, they're a power unto themselves.
He stole the wife first, and then he sent him off. So that just all
David,
of
do
it.
your girl.
Yeah.
Do not worry. I am not any kind of authoritarian figure that can send someone out to the front line to steal their wife after they die. Not exactly my style.
Yeah. Just don't change it. I know it'll be tempting one of these days. So,
in the inevitable appointment to power in Austin's Alabama, it's
that's right. Yeah, the
It
country
just
of
comes with the
Alabama.
name David. You know, at every point in David's life, you have to choose not to steal the person's wife and send them to war. And so it's just important that you prepare yourself for this moment.
You
know,
actively
as
Make the
marriage,
decision now.
you know.
So-
Yeah,
Just
you actively have to fight your Riz.
stay away from
Oh,
women
man.
bathing on rooftops, and I think you'll be golden, buddy. So let's
I'll keep
let's
that in
move
mind.
on. Which David, I don't know if you're following. This is
I
all,
am, yes.
okay. All right,
I
this is
do
all
know
King
the
David
Bible
stuff.
somewhat.
All right. So we're moving on. Perilous path or normal path? Do you pick the path of conflict or exploration?
I don't want to do exploration and then hard turn into conflict
Okay.
like halfway through.
Yeah. You gotta,
We want
you
it
gotta,
all.
you gotta
Let's hook
swerve.
up.
You gotta swerve into the combat lane at the last second.
Yeah, and then we can catch people.
Run somebody
who are
off the
coming
road.
into Cirrus.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. That's
Yeah,
it's the
get
most
outta here.
aggressive way to do it. Which
Yeah,
is
run
what we
over
need
with my
for
car.
combat. We need
All right.
aggression.
So 11:30, 12:30, still good to keep going with this exploration segment.
Yeah.
I'm fine
Yeah.
for right
Okay, all right. I know we're past normal bedtime, but I'm extra free tomorrow, so I'm good to go for a bit.
I close
Until he
tomorrow.
comes
I'm like
tomorrow,
actually
and then
good
he's
for a
not
long
free.
while.
Hey, nice. Cool. You just sleep in. Awesome. So so you begin to descend the slope. You find some the closest thing you can find to a designated fork in the path, pretty far up. And actually, Vigo, great comment. Yes, there are obvious single tire marks in the soil. Excuse me. That would indicate biking. And yes, you have brief flashbacks of the legendary Dratini bike, which now almost certainly lies at the bottom of a well somewhere, waiting to be recollected by its master, waiting in perpetuity.
Well, technically speaking, I think it was a Dragonair bike.
It was a
but I
Dragonair.
thought it was a Dratini. So
Is it a
yeah. Well,
Dratini
this was all established a while back.
Well, hey, you'll graduate to a Dragonair bike. That's like the teenager variant, and then Dragonite is the adult bike.
Mhm.
So, you divert paths, and for a little bit, it's approximately as easygoing. And then you start getting into little 3-foot drops, 4-foot drops. There's a bit where there are two rocks wedged really close together, which you have to squeeze past. You actually have to take your backpacks off for that. And it slowly becomes more and more difficult as it's all just like you could imagine how someone would navigate this via bike, but you can't imagine it would be easy, especially at speed, especially if you've never been on the path before. You begin to look around, and it's obvious there's more Pokemon out there. You begin to kind of get more ambient Pokemon on your radar. Just as an idea of some of the things out there, let me go check out my roll table for round 6.
While we're exploring and kind of climbing through these cracks and rocks and stuff, Amber will feel compelled to let Goggles take a break and get out the Dwebble, the ever-beloved Dwebble.
Oh,
that
ever-beloved
that we
Dwebble.
awaited for so long, and let it out in its maybe something of a familiar territory to it out in the rocks, so that it can maybe explore with us and maybe have a little bit instinct on where some other critters might lie.
Definitely, yeah.
For some of our friends.
The Dwebble is out. The first thing you note is that it's kind of slow. You're moving forward, and you're like, "Come on, Dwebble!" And you look back, and Dwebble is like a good 200 feet behind you guys, like moving its crab legs as
200
fast
feet.
as possible. As you run back, like grab it, carry it up to the rest of the party, slightly out of breath, put it back down. Now keep up! And you keep moving, and Dwebble just keeps falling behind. And like the problem is, when the Dwebble takes a break, you just lose it. You look back, and the Dwebble is nowhere. And you're like, at this point, you're like, I was kind of hoping this Dwebble would like be an ambassador to the terrain, but the Dwebble is becoming part of the terrain. You get the impression the Dwebble is like not a particularly like maybe it's a migratory animal, but like maybe it makes that migration over the course of several years or like a lifetime. You know,
What's going on? It has such a good speed stat. This is so sad. This is its nature walk terrain. Come on. She
yeah. You get the impression that an adrenaline-filled Dwebble and a Dwebble, the Dwebble at cruising altitude is a little bit different creature.
Okay.
As you're
does it peek up? Does it reveal itself?
Oh yeah, you find it. This is just an ongoing.
Okay.
This is just an ongoing thing, and this is bonding. This is establishing. This is establishing boundaries for you and the Dwebble. As you inform it, no more than this number of feet away from my side. And, when I stop, you heal at my right side, like pro dog trainer Amber with the command score of 6.
Yes. Very
so yeah, you're working it out, and as you descend. You are making out more Pokemon. The funniest thing, Caleb, is that as Dwebble wanders off the path a little bit, and you're like, oh, one of Dwebble's little diversions, and it'll be back soon. You look back and you see Dwebble has like 2 other Dwebble friends that are like conversing with it. He appears to be communicating the depths of his captivity and all that transpired, including the escaping of the Sky Demon, which is what the Dwebble people call the Aerodactyl. The other Dwebble seem to have heard of this Sky Demon, and they pray for this Dwebble's safe passage through their lands. They inform the Dwebble that there are a great many terrifying things near the bottom of this path, and that the Dwebble people are returning to their ancient ancestral homelands of Daydreamer Cave. They say, if you were smart, you would come with us, but I understand you have a new master. Your Dwebble goes, Dwebble. Dwebble says, I do have a new master. They appear to be good, but fast. So we are actively reconciling our differences, Dwebble says, like raising his pincers and gesticulating, as though he were weighing 2 things in the balance.
Oh my goodness.
As the other 2 Dwebble look back at the party, each of them do like a little like weird bow curtsy thing where they partially retreat into their shells and then they proceed to move on.
Can I attempt to like notice this and imitate it with Bookie Psychologist?
You want to imitate the bow? Yeah, go for it.
If my sheet would actually... There we go. Okay.
Yes. Basically, you get down in an almost fetal position and retreat as far as you can under your backpack and raise your hood. And then return to your feet. As the Dwebble comment in passing, what a strangely cultured human. As they one of them salutes you and continues on their way.
To good level, like another friend to have, another bug friend. I'm gonna bring out Knight, the Pineco, just to have him like traveling beside us. Absolutely. Yeah.
Most of my Pokemon are probably out if they can keep up.
Pineco is the equivalent of an extremely misanthropic old man in Pokemon form.
What does that mean?
It hates people is what a misanthrope is.
No.
It barely tolerates being in the presence of others. It kind of rolls around, angrily shooting glares at anything that will like look at it. And generally, like you have to work on conditioning it a bit, Rune, especially considering it hasn't seen a whole lot of play before. This Pineco and its brethren, along, I believe it was Route 1, yes? Or was it Route 3?
No, this was Route 2.
Was Route 2? Oh, it was.
Yes.
It was left. It was right left.
Here.
Yeah, I remember this was a rare Pineco seed actually. Its brethren of Route 2 were very antagonistic and protective of their homelands, and regularly paid the ultimate price to fend off the invaders.
Oh my goodness.
This pine cow is basically like a failed kamikaze pilot that you have enslaved.
Oh my goodness.
So it's gonna take a bit for like the honor to equalize and to find its footing. It rolls along. Dwebble like attempts to communicate with it, and Pineco just goes, "Go." Looks at it. It starts to glow a little bit, and then Rune just like comes along and smacks it. Like, no, stop. Go. It rolls away. Moving on. We are continuing down, and we are seeing more Pokemon. Some Pokemon we might want to go after. Some we might not want to. We see more Roggenrola. That appears to be a fairly common Pokemon in this area. That is, of course, the thing that evolves into the Boldor you fought in the gym battle, and eventually Gigalith, one of the raddest pure rock type Pokemons.
Great typing for this upcoming gym.
It would be. Of course, you see a Regirock just kind of chilling. We see.
Whoa,
Yeah,
whoa,
as
whoa,
usual.
whoa, whoa,
Yeah.
whoa.
As you do.
Yeah, this one does. You do see in an area that appears to be off the beaten path again. In an area more difficult to reach, a little bit spikier, a little bit, makes your hands bleed a little bit. No damage yet, but soon. You do see what appears to be almost like a tribal gathering grounds, and you recognize many of the pictographs on the areas carved into the rock faces. These being the Nuzleaf tribe.
No.
As you glance about, no Nuzleaf to be seen. However, there are a number of totem poles. And upon these totem poles, 3 of them in fact, there are nosepaths that appear to be utterly motionless, standing, T-posing on top of the totem poles, absorbing the sunlight.
I heard of some trainer who found a rare Pokemon here once.
What is this place? This looks weird.
Rune isn't very familiar with the Nuzleaf tribe. That's true.
So basically, when we went into the gym challenge, there was this diabolical group of Pokemon that was these Nuzleafs, and boy, I just wanted to let him have it, but I had to hold myself back, because basically they stole all our stuff, and so then we had to repent of our sins and do all these chores for the Nuzleaf. And let me tell you, I thought when I left home that I was done doing chores, but boy, did we have to do some chores. And oh my goodness, it was just the worst thing ever, and I hated it so much.
Yeah.
And I never want to see a Nuzleaf again. If I see it, I'm gonna kill it.
Roll it. Focus check, Amber.
Okay. Wow. Surprisingly good for
that's
1d6.
Yes. Your prayers go unheard, unfortunately. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Can I attempt to recruit Elaine, and between my general and Pokemon education and her occult knowledge, suss out what this place is, drawing on our knowledge of the Nuzleaf tribe?
Sure. Yeah, man.
Hey, Elaine!
You can roll Pokéyed, she can roll Occult, whatever you want to do.
She perks up when she hears Mako. Yeah?
This place looks spiritual, doesn't it? I'm gonna see if I know anything about Pokemon from it, but you get any spooky vibes off of it?
It's the meme where it's the guy with glasses with a hand out, like pointing
Yes,
towards
is
the
this
nose pass
spiritual?
photo. Is this church, Elaine?
She'll like put both of her hands on top of her head, sticking her pointy fingers up, looking like antennas. She like gets like the super focused look, like So what am I rolling something, Austin? Like what am I doing? How are we doing this?
Yeah, I said Pokéyed for Mako if he wants to try and determine what this is Pokemon culturally. For you, it would be occult because there's like some supernatural things or spiritual quality here. Scanning for ghosts, very good point. Sure, 14.
14's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, so you saw a similar scene to this. You saw a nose pass in the Nuzleaf tribe area that was being worshipped by the Nuzleaf. You begin to put 2 and 2 together, and you quickly determine this is definitely like a place of worship. The nose pass appear to be objects of sanctity amongst the Nuzleaf tribe, or perhaps if not objects, then advisors or deities or spirits that may deign to offer guidance. As you inspect the surrounding area, Mako, was that 19 for this just now?
Yeah.
Okay. With Mako in tow, you do begin to kind of suss out some of the pictography that is occurring here, and you do like see several images of like Nuzleaf like prostrating themselves before the 3 Nose Pass Godhead, and like wishing for different things. So like you see one scene where like these Nuzleaf wanted water, like, oh, and the water came. That's pretty cool. Oh, we want sunlight. Oh, and the sun came over the horizon. That's pretty rad. The most recent pictograph is actually, we wanted water, and like it depicts like a dry riverbed, and the Nose Pass Godhead did not answer. And the Nuzleaf walk away sad, as you briefly flash backwards to the dry riverbed in the Nuzleaf tribe that you solved.
Hey, I wonder if we can like ask the Nose Pass for our wishes. At which point he will immediately prostrate himself. Oh, powerful Nose Pass, please guide my inventions. As Mako will essentially wish for aid on any kind of technological.
Grant me insight, O ancient ones.
Give to me the blessings of the Omnissiah.
Yeah, roll focus.
Oh, this is going to be fun. Hey, all right.
Wow.
It's pretty good for not being
By
trained.
the power of Adderall.
Yes, as Mako, not one you would think to be a particularly devout or faithful individual, sinks to his knees, beseeching the Nose Pass Godhead for greater wisdom in his works. As resonating outward,
you too.
you hear, oh, as their voice collectively resonates through the clearing. It is difficult to tell for sure, but you believe this means you already have a great many talents. Use what you have before asking for more. Very wise.
Okay.
What just happened? Why did he... I'm so confused.
He's one of them. I'm gonna have to take him out.
No, Emma, don't!
Mako pulls out his taser. Taser bye!
You gave her a taser too.
I know. But what she doesn't know is my jacket is grounded.
Okay, does
So is
anybody
my
else
ground
wish
type.
to beseech the Godhead?
I mean, yeah, Mako did it and something cool happened. So, yeah. No.
Okay.
I might like look at the Nose Pass and see if, like, are they doing anything or are they just sitting there?
They're T-posing in an authoritative pose.
Deposing to establish dominance.
What if I tried climbing one of the totems?
Oh, that would be interesting.
Yeah, I want to hang out with one of these Nose Pass. They seem like they know something.
Maybe don't
Can
anger
I-
Nuzleaf though.
Can I
Unless
stop
you want
him?
me to go
Can I
ahead.
stop him?
You see what he... Yeah, Cubum, like, unconditionally pointing forward with the bone. Vigo looks over his shoulder, sees the bone. It's like, yeah, good idea.
Oh, good.
Walks forward.
Can I stop him from walking
Over
against
towards the
the
totem.
totem pole?
yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
He's not like running.
Yeah. Rude comes in behind you and embraces you. Like you hear the breath go out of the Cubone.
Let's not mess with the possibly dangerous deities.
There's nose pass. Look at him. It's just like the one we saw down underground. Except it's
Where did you see a nose pass on the ground?
Oh, in the village.
Since I got a 19 on Pokeed, can I deduce their levels?
Separate check. Yes, you can roll for each one if you'd like. Okay, which one do you want to target first?
We'll go left to right.
Left to right.
We're in Japan. We'll go right to left.
To left.
I don't think we're in Japan, but okay.
Sure, man. The nose pass on the right is level 42. The nose pass in the middle is level 42, and the nose pass on the left is level 42.
Okay.
That is hilarious.
I get it. It's like a joke or something.
Yeah,
do you want their natures or just their levels?
Sure.
No, don't say sure. Like, do you want their... I have to roll up characters. If you...
Oh, no,
okay.
don't bother.
All right.
Yeah, Vigo, those are some pretty powerful Pokemon. You might not want to go T-posing on top of them. It'd be funny, though.
I just want to see what they're doing up there.
Yeah, they're kind of proud. They take themselves really seriously. They might not like it.
Says the new convert.
Alright.
Why were you worshipping them?
So that they would give me a wish.
They don't learn that move.
Funny.
I'll just
Did you get your wish?
No. They pretty much told me I already had lots of skills.
Well, I mean, you do. You're a very skilled person.
Oh, thank you.
Why are we glazing Mako right now?
Because he made tasers without my knowledge.
All right, Vigo. Hearing about all this wish stuff, he likes free stuff, so he raises his arms and asks the nose pass to grant him a Drudicon.
Ah, yes.
Oh my goodness! Can we make it stop, please?
You asked for a great blessing, but your humility is lacking. This will be a high reward, high DC focus check. Go ahead and roll it.
Yeah. Well, I think I probably fail off.
But roll for...
by virtue of my maximum being 12.
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay.
If possible, the nose pass sneer down at you. But instead of smiting you, they say, "Nose pass." Their voices echo through the canyon. As you think that means your skills already are adequate, why do you beseech us with such frivolous claims?
Do they do anything other than tell us we're good at stuff?
Yes!
Why
maybe
is everyone glazing everyone?
Amber, I think
Amber,
you need to
we are
drop the
all
enemy.
very skilled here.
I don't understand. Why? They're literally just Pokemon, guys. And they're not
Austin.
even like legendary Pokemon.
Austin,
Yeah.
Elaine's gonna take her turn
Okay.
in front of the nose pass.
What do you wish for?
She doesn't particularly wish for anything to gain other than to understand the visions that have been given to her.
Okay, now understanding vision. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, roll me focus check.
I don't imagine I'll do very good because the particles are mad at me today.
The foul
Oh, my.
particles.
Oh
Yeah,
man, that is actually unfortunate. You had the most reasonable request.
Yeah.
Okay. As Elaine, in classic Elaine fashion, earnestly, charmingly with a smile on her face, excitedly walks in declaring, "These are spiritual beings. They can assist me." And you beseech the nose pass to elucidate your visions. As the nose pass, all of them, there's a brief moment in the valley where even the wind stops blowing as you hear nose pass as they all turn in synchronicity to the east, where they remained locked for moments as you expect something further, but all nose pass means is that way. As the moment passes and the nose pass, like it never occurred, return to their previous positions and T poses, and the moment has gone.
What?
So they looked this way.
They looked east.
This over here, like which
Yes.
east?
Yep. East is the right hand direction. Yeah.
There's a lot on the
Yeah.
east.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
What precise easterly angle did they point towards? Such is the domain of those who are observant and savvy enough to determine it.
Would that be perception or survival?
Probably survival.
I was about to say, if it's perception, I will take a shot at it, but I'm not doing survival.
Yeah, Chico's kind of interested at this point purely because this is just kind of funny.
Tin.
Random nose passes. Doing
Yeah, 10 is
what's
10
telling
is
us then.
10 is enough to know cardinal directions and in between cardinal directions, but not south southeast, just southeast, right? So you know it's something close to southeast, actually.
So like over here.
Yeah, something like this.
Something like
Isn't that kind of where we just came from? Vigo says he walks up, just kind of scratching his head. That's like the Evergreen Lab and Low Cloud Mine, all that kind of stuff should be southeast.
I think.
Yeah,
Oh, it's
now-
the crater. Okay,
Or Victory Road.
I'm fairly certain it's the crater, because that was in the vision.
Oh, it was in the. Wait, what?
Yeah,
I didn't realize that.
I had some visions. I'm sorry. I was tripping on some LSD.
Oh.
Flipping on by
You
on
know,
LSD. What? Sorry, I'm sorry. I have to sing the song whenever I hear it.
Cool. So I got some insight on where I need
Yeah.
to go next.
Does anybody
Except
dare beseech the nose pass conclave once more? Or do you leave the divine beings to their own devices?
Still kind of want to climb one of the pillars, but I will refrain.
would you
Amber,
would you climb the tower to make yourself as God, Vigo? Truly the height
yeah.
of hubris.
Vigo absolutely would.
Mm.
Yeah.
He's a dragon trainer after all.
I gotta be up there. It's-
Gotta get up there.
yeah.
Okay,
Maybe
so
if I get up there, I can get a cool cape and a sword.
dude, you become a nose pass. You
Oh.
you dethrone one of them, and you must now shoulder their burden and their power.
This is acceptable.
You must T-pose that position for the next 200 years until somebody knocks you down. So, yeah, unless somebody wants to try their hands at fighting the nose pass godhead or capturing them or anything like that, we're going to move on. It is now
Amber,
12 o'clock
roll
my
intuition
time.
to know if they're trolling us.
Hell, intuition to see if they're trolling. Yeah, go for it, man.
Yeah. 19.
Yeah, there is... It's odd. It's very weird. There's obviously, like, a lot of pride here. there's a lot of power that one would not necessarily associate with Nose Pass, at least based on your passive knowledge. Probably what Mako would say to you. Though there is something to the Nose Pass's direction. You know that Nose Pass are supposed to point north when they remain in one position for long periods of time. These guys were along the right-hand side of the pathway, which would put them on the north side, and they were facing you when you came in, which means they are south-facing Nose Pass, which is already abnormal. But then they appeared to lock onto some coordinate that is neither north nor south. So maybe there's something to it. Maybe there isn't. You imagine it's probably a mixed bag. You're not really sure how to tell what's good and what's bad advice.
Amber kind of squints at them and then keeps walking.
Very good. You move forward and compartmentalize this information for a future date. It is 12 my time. Are we still good to keep going? This could be a good note to end on, the cryptic Nose Pass.
Yeah, I kind of vote we end here.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
So 12 CST, 1 EST. Lovely session, guys. We had a lot of fun. We got some stuff done. We're moving right along. You guys are right about here on the trail. As you progress here, you're more like right about here, right as it bends. You spend another day as you pass the Nose Pass and lay up on the rough trail. Cool. As we're going to go ahead and adjourn here, and XP and Trainer XP will be assigned at the end of the route, as it so often is, so don't worry about that for now. There was a reward in chat for those who participated in the gym challenge. Ruin was given his own XP for his own events, yes? I gave that to you, right, David? Double check me, buddy, because I don't want to jip you, because you succeeded. But everybody else got lessened XP for the gym bout. But double check me on that, and we'll talk about it later. And we'll
David, you did mention you should ask Austin if you got the reward XP, so presumably you hadn't applied separate.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think I got any.
Okay, I'll take care of you, David. We'll worry about it. We'll worry about it in just a minute. I'm going to go ahead and end the recording. Thanks for playing, and we'll get this one up.
Bye, recording.
Bye,
Bye, recording.